What? What was that?
Welcome, everybody, to Saturday Dark Sun with Saving Throw Show. Thank you all for tuning in once again. Last week, everything went fine. This week, everything is again going to go fine. The players will all survive, and it'll just be nice and easy. It's a nice casual romp through an apocalyptic wasteland, like always. So for those of you that may be just now tuning in, Dark Sun is a cool D&D setting that we're using for Dungeon World, which is the game we're playing, which is a really cool game. And it's basically Mad Max meets D&D, so it's real cool. Mad Max Fury Road, because that is
the best one.
That's the best one. Like, yeah. I'm sorry, you know.
Yeah, it is the best, but I mean the others aren't bad.
It's
the others
you know
are
what?
Pretty
It's fine.
Great. I mean, Road Warriors.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Those are fine. They're fine.
Can we just get beyond Thunderdome? That's all I ask.
Yeah, we'll get beyond Thunderdome.
You want to get out of here? I can hold that tanker.
One man leaves.
So, thank you all for tuning in. We will. I'm going to let the players introduce themselves, and I'm going to get out of the way so that we can get to. Actually, we've got business to take care of. Patreon.
Business.
Patreon is super important to us. Thank you for those of you who have decided to up your Patreon levels and you're backing us at a higher rate. I really, really appreciate that. That means a lot to me and everybody else here because it helps keeps the lights on for future months, because this month we're fine. But you know, let's keep going. So thanks so much for that, guys. It means a lot. take a look at our Patreon page, Saving Throw Show, because there are some really cool things that you can get involved in by being a Patreon backer, and there's just literally no reason not to be on our Patreon if you're thinking about donating to the stream anyway, because we're going to give you a bunch of XP to spend in the stream equal to the amount of money you're spending. So at that point, it's like, okay, so you'll spend that amount of money, and then you'll just get extra because you're on the Patreon. So unless you're a real dum-dum, just get on the Patreon bandwagon. And we're gonna have something new this week because of Patreon, which I will bring up a little bit later. So exciting stuff in the works. Okay, so I'm gonna have the players introduce themselves. Go ahead.
I am Alyssa Appleton. I play Ember Duskgrove, the halfling gunslinger.
I'm Max Crandall. I play Hockey Stoneskin, the mule who's the law in tier.
Just slowly.
I want to watch this series from the beginning and just watch the transformation that has happened. I am Justin Baker. I play Sislak the Great the Third. I come from a long line of greatness. I'm kind of the leader of the group.
I'm Stephen Pope. I play Auden Rostiron, and I'm the half-elf fire cleric and resident quiet guy.
Yeah, that is true. We are missing our Sorcerer King. We're missing our Sorcerer King this week.
Kim Jong-un.
He's off somewhere amassing power.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Eric Riker, who normally plays Yenin Markovich, he is gone this week, but he is unfortunately he had some pressing matters to attend to in the city of Tyr, consolidating power, silencing dissent, whatever it is that he's up to now.
Oh, I thought it was.
No, it was not. Okay.
We heard you before, but on his mic now.
Oh, okay.
Oh, well,
good.
My bad.
So we don't have our Sorcerer King this week, but the Sorcerer King is busy consolidating power in the city of Tyr, the free city of Tyr, by the way. The only currently free city in Dark Sun. Every other city has many indentured servants and slaves. So speaking of Sorcerer Kings, we actually have a new Sorcerer King, not just in the free city of Tyr, but in the world of Dark Sun. The Sorcerer King's name is Krulus and is the leader of Ufir, is the name of the city. And that happened because we have a new backer on Patreon who upped their donation level. And so thank you to Space Colonizer for backing Saving Throw Show. And
And to give us
thank
a
you.
new Sorcerer
Thanks,
King.
Space Colonizer,
Yeah.
for becoming the evil of this world.
Yeah.
I really appreciate that.
Sure.
Dope.
I mean, between that Sorcerer King and Urick, the Sorcerer King over there, we've got a couple now we can deal with.
There are,
great.
There are all sorts of them. So, chat, make sure that you pledge fealty to either Yenin Markovich or the party, the Free City of Tyr, or you can pledge fealty to somebody else if you want to, I guess. I don't know why you would, but you have that option.
Free country.
Choices.
I just feel bad if, you pledge, fealty to another Sorcerer King and we happen to stop by and say hi to them because there's a good chance they're not going to be in power much longer.
Yeah, that's true. I'm sure that the chat is going to have no ability to stop you from doing something
all.
like that.
They've never fucked with us before.
Yeah, chat's real good at that.
This is going to be a real issue at some point.
So last week we left off with Steven's character Eodan having black goo in his eyes and essentially just unable to see. After doing some research around town and consulting with the fire clerics at your temple, it was determined that they don't have a cure, but they think that there's an area that some books and some legends that led you to a temple far away from the city of Tyr, and that's where you've been traveling towards this. It's a temple made out of mud. And as you reach the temple with your party, having left behind Yenin because Yenin had some very important tasks to take care of in the city, you thought, this is easy. We should be fine. We'll take care of this without Yenin. So we'll
Without
let
the
him.
guy that casts the magical spells that somehow save us most of these games.
It's fine. You'll be fine. So as you approach the temple with Eodan and his blackened eyes, and you're having a lot of trouble seeing, by the way. It's really difficult. But hopefully your your salvation is in this temple.
Okay.
So the temple is in front of you, and it's pretty. I mean, it looks like it's architectural. It's clearly mud as well, because you can kind of see the softness of it, and it's carved, I guess, as much as you can carve mud, but it's wet.
I hear something squishy. Are we on something squishy?
Yeah, the ground also has become muddy as you approach the
Yeah, I've
temple.
got Frankie leading you. So,
Oh, that's right, Frankie.
yeah.
Not Steve.
No.
Well,
Too soon?
Don't bring up Steve, please.
Too soon.
poor Steve.
Yes, we are near a mud temple. The temple you told us to come to. That's where we are. Have you forgotten where we were traveling this whole time? I feel
Probably
like-
one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen. Too bad you can't see it yourself.
Way to rub it in, buddy.
So yeah, you see a single wide entrance. It almost looks a little bit like a castle. There's a couple of spires as well that go up on the sides.
Looks like this place was aspiring to be something more than it was. All right, let's go inside.
Says the commander.
Well, lead the way, Commander.
Please, lead the way. I physically cannot.
Yeah, Frankie will go ahead and lead the way.
So as you approach the entrance, there's no doors or anything. It's just wide open. You can step inside, and you see a huge room, and the floor is broken flagstone. The flagstone looks like it's been arranged to kind of fit with each other, but there's kind of mud in between the flagstone functioning as cement or mortar or whatever. And in the back, you see an altar, and you see what looks almost like a bulkier, wider, tiger-looking statue behind the altar.
Ooh, kitty.
This is about 80 feet from you, so it's a pretty decent distance
Would we
away.
know what a tiger is?
You can all spout lore if you want.
Wait, I can't even roll
I
for
got an
this.
8, you got a 7.
I got a 7, yeah.
What does Sislak think this thing is?
Let's get fun. Let's get fun.
I recognize this statue. It's the god of meat loving. It's the meat loving god. That god loves meat.
the meat
I've heard
lovers-
stories about this.
Yeah, the meat
It's
lovers
the meat
god.
lovers god.
Yeah. What does Haki know about it?
Yeah, it's they say that if you capture one and ride on it, it'll take you to the closest source of meat.
So it's like a dowsing rod, but a living thing,
Yeah.
and for meat.
Okay.
Oh, did you? That's not enough.
Well, I didn't want to.
Feel free to listen. No, yeah,
throw
yeah.
all the dice in the ring.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
Ember knows nothing,
Um,
but she does level up.
Oh, good call. Good work on that. So yeah, you guys do kind of generally know the mythology of the meat dowsing rod tiger thing, but also you know that they're terrifying psionic beasts that are the scourge of travelers everywhere. And actually, that's what you contribute to this.
That's because
Ember.
travelers are made out of meat.
That's
Yep.
right.
Yeah,
you were
they.
gonna say beef, weren't you?
I was
There's-
gonna say beef.
Yeah, there's nothing more that they love than eating adventurers or sentient.
Yeah,
sentient
Yeah,
beings.
I mean, it's really
Oh, very good.
humanoids are really the best source of meat in this world.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true. Unless you're wanting to eat that sweet cank nectar. I mean, basically.
But like,
you're-
is bug meat considered meat?
I mean, people eat bug meat, but
Yeah.
I don't think it would be considered. I don't consider it meat.
Yeah.
I think it's something
So I mean,
Else.
something
is that
else
vegan
entirely.
then?
I think you can eat bugs as a vegan. I think that's a completely reasonable, very strong argument for me to make.
Sure.
And I'd like it on record, I say, to the wrong direction because I'm blind as fuck. There is only one God, and it's Kaganis, okay?
That's true.
And you're literally saying this behind us, so none
Ember
of us
just
hear you.
turns you around.
Yeah.
They said
He
slowly.
says outside to no one.
I was talking to that.
Yeah.
Um,
Keganis is the one that saved
Wait,
you.
I wanna
so
go look at the
Gigannis is
statue.
a meat god?
As you walk up towards the statue, you actually see murals on the walls on the left and the right that's been painted onto this mud. They're like frescoes, basically. And
Ooh, we all get a fresca?
everybody gets a fresca.
Refreshing.
Refreshing.
Sponsor us.
Yeah, Fresca is definitely the drink of choice for gamers. That's the best. That's the best choice for us to.
We're getting behind that one.
Yeah.
Nothing goes better than with an M&M than a Fresca. So good.
Don't get me wrong, Arrowhead water's delicious. But man, would I go for a fresco right now?
I really wish commercials were more like attack advertisements, where they bring up a different product first, just
Yeah.
shit on it for a minute, and then say, "But here's the real deal, Fresca."
M&Ms, they taste like garbage. But you know what makes them taste better? Washing them down with a Fresca.
So as you look, you look at the murals on the sides of this temple, and you see just gelatinous primordial beings at the beginning of these murals as you walk in, and as you go, the murals get the subjects in the murals get more and more advanced. You see them evolving and taking on different characteristics. You see them subjugating humans, capturing humans, and then turning them into other beings, adding you see them fusing biological parts onto these humans, making them different and terrifying and gross. It's very Lovecraftian in nature. And as you get to the end,
Oh look, Yenin.
and as you get to the end of these murals, you see just a huge host of these creatures, all standing behind very clearly a charismatic, like just photogenic, I guess you would say, leader who's very clearly humanoid, leading this swarm of hosts.
I'm not
Can
saying
we-
it's aliens.
Is there the tiger anywhere?
But
The
it's
tiger
aliens.
is nowhere
Okay.
on this
Oh my
in the murals.
I'm not saying it's aliens.
Oh, God.
But it's aliens.
I was like, I can't make my hair do what I want to do right now. But Max had that covered.
Yeah.
I
I mean, you kind of already had it with the hat, though.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
on the
yeah,
on the hat, you've got the alien hair.
Oh, be nice to cool grandpa.
Cool Grandpa's cool.
Cool Grandpa's an alien, and I'm okay with that. Can I, if I spout lore, can I see like a mural that shows like a weakness to these beings?
Sure. Yeah, absolutely.
Come on, lore.
It'll be like that Shyamalan movie where they're weak
Say
to water.
water. That's exactly what I was gonna say. Like, don't make it water.
9. Oh, I got a
science.
9.
So you've heard something about their weakness. What have
Yeah.
you heard?
So, yeah, by looking at one of the murals, I can tell it that they look like they're frightened of what looks like a blaze or a campfire or something.
Yeah, you can definitely tell it's prominent in the murals that they dislike fire for some reason.
You're welcome. Thank you.
They really dislike fire a lot. So,
Hey, look at this. Fire. They don't seem
Why
to like
must
it.
you mock me?
What? Oh, sorry, I forgot you can't see. Hey, Fire Boy, there's all sorts of fire on these murals.
I'll take your word for it. Can we go ahead and fix me up? I'm starting to hear voices, and I don't know if it's like because I have black ooze in my eyes or if I'm just going crazy.
as you walk up towards the altar,
Well, we're talking, so you might
Not
hear
just you.
our voices.
Yeah, I was about to say, if it's this voice right here, it's Sizzlack. Do you remember Sizzlack? Sizzlack, your buddy.
the
It's me,
good news is
Sizzlack.
all of the voices in your group are easily discernible from each other because
Yes.
they're all annoying in their own way.
Exactly.
So you get up to the altar, and that is the moment at which you realize that the statue was, of course, an illusion, and the statue jumps to pounce at you. In your mind's eye, you realize as it moves that it was not. Yeah, even you, especially you. The statue was not a statue, and that it was some sort of psionic effect, and that it never looked like it was stone. It was just this creature was doing this the entire time.
Sneaky bastard.
Yes. So this
Psychic
creature
paper.
This creature is called a tembo. Tembo. Yeah.
Sounds delicious.
Well, they are a real thing in Dark Sun, and they are known to be the most terrifying creatures in Dark Sun.
Wonderful.
So it pounces
So do we know
at
what a
you.
tembo is?
Yeah. You would have heard of a tembo in the sense that you all basically what
Spouted
you
lore.
spouted lore about. That's what you've heard about tembos. So, yeah, you've
Everyone
kind of
get
heard of it.
behind me. I'm gonna Hulk out.
Hold on. Let me bark some orders. Yeah, what he said. Everyone get behind him. He's going to Hulk out, and let's attack the thing that wasn't what I thought it was. All right. Everybody gets a +1.
+1.
Great.
Awesome.
Going forward.
Great orders.
Your orders are always very clear.
Right?
So succinct.
I'm going to take my troll strength stance.
Okay.
Ooh,
Good roll.
Nice.
And I'm definitely going to take it. And then I'm going to attack. Ooh, and that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, baby.
Good.
Nice.
Good.
And
So the tembo comes jumping in to pounce on Sizzlack, and Haki just jumps in to intercept it, and you both collide in midair.
10 damage.
Wow. Yeah, so Haki comes just leaping in to save you, Sizzlack, because it looked like this thing was going to tear you up.
It was like
something
that
fierce.
scene from The Matrix where like Agent Smith and Keanu like jump at each other and they're like, and you're like, crash, smash.
It was exactly like The Matrix.
Sweet.
Okay, who's next?
Can I? Oh, you want?
Yeah, I'm gonna do a commanding shout. So as he hits him, I'm gonna go, oh boy, all right, let's do this thing. Ember, post up and fire. Cleric, I don't really know what to tell you because you can't see anything,
I
but
have an idea.
aim
Just
for
tell
the
me to
growling noise. And I'm gonna go ahead and 6, 7, right on intelligence. Yeah. So I get 1. So I'll throw a D4 to you for attack, and then I'm gonna do a hack and slash. Oh, sorry, I just hit that. And it's a 5. I just forget what I'm adding. Nothing.
Strength.
Strength, right?
Yep.
6, 7.
Okay.
All right. On 8.
So as you hearten your allies and command them with just strong tactics all around, the tembo seems to
Oh, I get
actually
additional.
absorb
You get
some
a
of that
D4. Nice.
inspiration itself, and the tembo looks like it's now resolved even more than it was before from you. Like it was
No.
inspired by you.
Sweet. All right.
It recognized this.
Well, it just seems to accept the emotions of your allies because your allies all of a sudden became more heartened and more hale, and the tembo absorbed that.
Okay. And then I'll attack it. I got 4 damage.
4 damage. Okay. As you, the tembo has really thick skin and it's got spikes all over it, coming out of like its back and its flanks, and the spikes make it kind of difficult to land a really solid blow onto it, so that absorbs it a little bit. And then on top of that, there's some sort of, you can feel as you hit it, there's some sort of psionic feedback that makes it difficult to do damage to this thing. You do still see your what do you use, a warhammer or a
Yeah.
sword? You do still see it
Oh,
crunch.
it's got a +1 piercing.
Oh, okay, that's good to know. You do still see it crunch into the beast, but it doesn't take the full amount of damage.
That's fine.
Who's next?
Me.
Oh.
I'm gonna jump up on the altar,
Okay.
take a shot. 10.
Okay.
Damn.
party is rolling very well. This should be over
And I have
shortly with no trouble.
Hint.
Why do you even tease us?
5.
No, seriously, you guys have this
7,
under control.
7, and then I have +1 piercing.
7 + 1 piercing, okay.
All right.
Thanks, superior.
Yeah, the
defense,
tempo
plus
looks
2
like it's in
damage.
bad shape now.
I have the vague idea where this thing is, right?
Yeah, you can hear the growling and the. I mean, you also felt the psionic feedback from it, so you've got a pretty good idea where this thing's at.
All right. Let go of Frankie's shoulder, give him a good pat, take a few steps towards where I think the chaos is happening, point my mace, and I'm going to use Flame Strike.
Okay.
That is a 7.
Okay, I
Wait,
can't remember
plus-
exactly how Flame Strike works.
Oh, 8, thank you. And on Flame Strike, you may attempt to channel energy from the elemental plane of fire. On a 10+, deal 2d6 damage. On a 7-9, deal 2d4 damage.
Okay. That's like an area of effect, though, right?
Yep.
What is the area on it?
It says large area and small area.
So small area.
Yeah,
Okay,
for an
so
8.
Haki and Sizzlack would both take this damage as well. So roll your 2d4 damage.
Thanks, buddy.
Sorry about that.
He's blind. He couldn't have known.
1,
Does it roll like shit?
3.
Okay, so 3
there
damage,
you
ignoring armor.
Check your fire there.
Sorry.
But I do get that -1, right?
Yeah,
Not for armor, but for
yeah, because it just
unyielding.
says -1 damage. Yeah.
I thought you'd be immune to fire.
Why? Because I'm. Why? You think all dragons just are immune to fire?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes, I do.
That is super
Racist.
racist.
Wow.
Super
Racist.
racist.
Ugh, how dare you, sir?
Unfortunately, the
I'm a product of
tempo,
my time. What do you want?
as you drop the flame strike on the tembo and your 2 allies, you are part of one of the biggest drawbacks to being blind is that you can't see what's happening. I would say
That's a
that's in the
pretty good
top
one.
3.
I'd say
Yeah.
top 3
Definitely top 3.
most
Yeah.
challenging things about it. And unfortunately, the tembo was already starting to charge towards you as you walked up a little bit to cast Flame Strike. So it actually jumps on you and pounces.
Great.
So you're going to take a D10 + 1 damage
Okay.
as the spikes just
7 damage.
reduced by armor if you have any.
Great.
And the spikes that are on it just sink into you along with its teeth, its claws, and you feel it doesn't. You can see it's starting, like its eyes are starting to look a little funny, and you can just feel a psionic link beginning to be created between it and you.
Fantastic.
We should probably stop that from happening.
So
No,
who's
we're
next?
fine. All of us are fine.
I'll do another commanding shout. As it jumps on him, I say, "Whoa, watch your oh, never mind. I was gonna warn you, but obviously you've got your own problems to deal with. Attack the the meat, the divining
meat dowsing
rod."
rod.
Somehow you're getting worse at this.
Right?
I'm also finding a head cold. All right, I'm having a real hard
nice,
time
be
making my
nice.
brain work. 9, so I get 2 holds. So I'll throw you a D4 for health,
Thank you.
and I'll throw you. You've got a D4 for attack, right? Mm-hmm. I'll throw you a D4 for attack, and then I'll hack and slash. Ooh, that hits. And 5 damage.
Okay.
With plus 1 piercing.
Everyone roll Defy Danger.
Oh boy, did I explode it?
You exploded it.
Ah, shit.
After
Yeah.
you, sir.
So the
5, 6,
You get a plus 1.
7, 8.
spidey senses can always be nice to have.
And then what am I adding anything to this?
Whatever ability you think you would use for this, there's just a psionic wave of force coming off of this tembo as Sizzlack finishes it off.
Can I make an argument for Constitution?
Sure, you can stand your ground.
All right.
Is that a 10 or higher?
That's a 10.
Good deal.
Yeah, I'm good on whatever I decide to do. I jump out of the way.
9.
All right.
Okay, so that
That doesn't go well.
what ability score would that be?
Well, you
Let's
get
see.
+1, right?
Oh, right.
Yeah.
You know what? I'll just go ahead and use charisma to have faith in my god.
Okay.
Gigannis, thank you.
Oh, you're planning on Kigana saving you here.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, fair enough.
Worked before.
Yeah.
I mean, he killed me and brought me back and killed me again, but you know.
Yeah, it was not. It feels like it wasn't so much charitable as it was just for entertainment's sake, but that's fine.
Whatever makes the god happy.
So
Yep.
it looks like, unfortunately, both of you are going to get hit by this wave of force. But looking at it, you believe that you can, since you're on top of this thing, you could probably maneuver yourself to take the full brunt of it, and Ember wouldn't take any. Ember, you also think that you would be able to knock Aodan away out of the blast before he would get hit by it. You would take the full brunt of it, though.
So here's what
What you got
happens.
for hit
He
points?
takes the full brunt, and then you knock him out of the way, and you take the full brunt. Then neither of you takes the full brunt, and there's no damage.
Yep, explained perfectly.
Thinking.
I like your math.
So basically, one of you is going to take a little more than the other, or you're both going to
I'm
take.
gonna knock you out of the way.
Okay.
I was gonna. Ember
late.
has been cleansed by fire and is a trusted ally, so.
That's a perfect example of that. A trusted ally would knock you out of the way, right?
I was gonna knock you out of the way. But
We gotta knock each other out of the way. Just,
yes. Yeah.
So as you
All right, you knocked me out of the way.
yeah,
Thank you
Ember
very much.
knocks you out of the way, and unfortunately that means you take the 2d6 damage. You take the higher of the two. Oof. And it ignores armor.
well, I don't have it.
Yeah, that's a nice thing about not dealing with that part of the game. No math. So everything seems safe. Everything calms down. And then immediately you see 3 more of these Tembos spring up all around you in a circle.
Did
Fucking
someone in
Hydra?
chat give this to us?
So
I just got the
space,
vibe something awful
damn it!
happened.
Why?
So-
3?
So Space Colonizer,
Why?
thank you for the donation. The PCs and I all appreciate it very much.
I'm gonna fucking die.
Oh no,
I'm blind.
everybody's gonna be fine. 1, 2, 3.
You're picking on a crippled. I want you to know that.
Okay, so who's up?
I was getting bored.
I'll do a commanding shout.
Is this considered the same fight? Do I keep that D4 he gave me?
Yes, yeah, it's the same fight.
So there's an 8. I'll throw you a D4 for health. Wait, how many can? So how do these stack exactly?
When well, they need to spend it before you give them more hold.
Gotcha. So you've got 1 right now,
I have
right?
one. I
you
have one for
right
damage,
now.
yeah.
And I have one.
Okay. Well,
So
then
you might
I'll
wanna
hold
hold
on
off.
to these 2. But I say, looks like more divining meat sticks. Let's take care of these.
If we
Let's.
kill these, are they gonna multiply?
No, they're gonna explode.
It looks like these 3 did somehow manifest from the first one. So probably these 3 aren't going to turn into 9, but you don't know.
Oh God. Well, whatever. Let's get the closest one. So let's all attack the same one. Yes.
Okay.
All right. So I hack and slash at the closest one, and that is not as good. 7, 8.
8. Okay, roll your damage.
6.
Oh, yeah, pretty good.
The best I can do. With
Plus one piercing. Okay.
Am I close enough to get back on the altar?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Good. Because that's what I'm gonna do. And then take a shot at the same one.
The same one. Okay.
10. 4, 7, 9 with 1 piercing.
Jeez. 9. Okay.
Damn.
Superior guns,
Explode
plus 2
him.
damage.
Explode him, hockey.
Still up. That one is still up.
face. No, you're not.
Nope.
Oh, nope. I'm not.
Nope. Nope. Nope.
Well, that is a situation where advantage from the chat would have come in handy. But you know what? I think it's probably better. You know what though? I think it's probably better to spend your cash and your XP on the DM.
Mm-hmm.
Don't do that.
I
That's
think
a bad
that's a better.
investment.
Oh, it's a great investment.
It's a horrible
I
investment.
promise you, I will spend your money wisely.
Your returns are horrible.
If you gave me advantage, I would love you.
So,
I would be so
You know that
nice.
face.
as
It's adorable.
I will agree, it's adorable.
I just want to.
I will remember you. Will you remember me?
1 out of every 5 players dies while Sean is DMing.
Yep, that's statistically accurate. Yeah, that sounds about right.
You, however, could be the one.
So,
You could save a life today.
so as Haki goes to punch this one that was that Sislak commanded he attack, you just straight up slip on like one of the flagstones isn't set very well in the mud, and you just straight up slip and fall. You slide across the mud, and you've got mud all over your chest, and you just like skid to a stop right in front of it, and you just kind of look up, and it's just right there looking down at you. It deals
The
it.
Laurel and Hardy bit.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's got these Tembos have big, long saber-tooth teeth, and it just comes down and chomps at you, doing a D10 plus 1 damage. It is reduced by armor. Also, one of the other Tembos raises shadows from you, Sislak. Your own shadow seems to rise up, and you just get a very cold feeling inside of you. You take a D6 damage, and it ignores armor.
You said 8. You said 1d10 plus 1.
Plus 1. Ooh, yeah, ignores armor. Not yours,
7.
Justin's.
All right, before I take my action, how bad is everyone looking right now?
I am at
I'm not exactly at half.
14.
Yeah, I'm at 13.
Okay. Then I'm going to hold off on that. I'm going to cast a magic weapon.
Okay.
That is an 8.
You know, plus 9.
Oh,
So I'm
9.
pretty good.
But not quite 10.
Not quite 10.
Okay, so what choice are you making for this spell?
Let's see. We are going to draw attention to myself.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So
An ally just kind of fell in front of it. I figured might as well just
yeah, draw the
give a
attention
shout.
away from a little bit. Yeah. So
Also use that D4 for health.
Thank you.
the one Tembo,
Fix one.
which is attacking Haki, and then the other Tembo, which did this weird psionic shadow thing to Sislak. They both seem they continue to be pretty focused on both of them, but the third one that wasn't really sure where it's going has now set itself upon you and just starts running towards you. It isn't quite able to make an attack against you yet.
Well, I hack and slash at it.
Okay. So you move up just enough to get in combat with it.
That is a 10.
All right, good call.
8, 1, 1.
Cool.
Great. So that is, could I borrow a D4? Thank you. Like Burning Brand, which means I always get a 1d4 if I get
nice.
10 or better. Magic Weapon, another d4. Plus my d8.
A lot of damage.
And that is
Could be a lot of damage.
3, 5, and 7. Plus 1 piercing.
7 damage, okay.
Thank you.
So the Tembo runs up to you thinking you're going to be like probably the juiciest target in the group, especially it doesn't like it can tell that you are
You called me fat.
No, it just knows meat.
I mean, I'd like to
It
point
just
out that
senses meat.
this
Yeah,
one's
these
made
are
out of
meat dowsing
stone,
rods.
basically.
Yeah.
I'm a dragon. I mean, I'm not
I'm about
exactly
this
easy.
big.
Yeah.
You're the meatiest.
Yeah.
Deal with it.
yeah.
Sorry.
Racist.
So it runs in thinking that this is going to be no big deal, and then you just smash it with your mace. Yeah, you
Steel
smash it
mace.
with your
in the
steel
nose.
mace right in the nose,
Oh.
and then just a gout of fire explodes in its face, and it looks so angry after the fire. Like it was going to be upset either way, but that fire, the scorch marks all across its face, it is now just snarling and slavering and just ready to eat you. Who's up next?
Looking at you through the eye of the tiger.
Have we all gone that round?
Yeah, that should be everybody.
All right. I guess another commanding shout.
The Eye of the Tembo.
The eye of the Tembo.
It's the eye of the Tembo, winning up to the fight, getting magic fire in its face.
Does anybody
and
not got a hold?
crying.
Does anybody?
I used mine.
You still have yours?
I used mine.
I guess I still have mine.
Yeah, 'cause
Oh.
you missed your
Because
attack.
I missed.
All right, so a D4 damage for you. Do you need damage or help?
Damage.
Okay, D4 damage for you. And then I've got 2 more on standby. And Sislak sees what's happening and says, now is this shadow thing like something that I can attack? Like,
No.
Is it
No,
okay.
your own shadow rose up and just like enveloped you for a minute. You felt shivering cold and then it went away.
Gotcha. Oh boy, somebody walked over my grave. All right, I still think we should go after this one that Haki is obviously distracting with that marvelous move that he just did. Nicely done, Haki. I like the way you think. So
With his mouth full of mud.
I can slash that one. Oof. Nope. No, he doesn't.
What's total on that?
That's
Oh, you're marking XP. Cool.
That's
So-
no good.
So as you go in to attack the one that Haki.
Oh wait, no. That would have been would that have been a 7? I get because that's strength, right?
Yep, plus strength.
So 4, 5, 6, and then my +1, 7. Okay,
Okay,
I got a 7.
better than a 6.
Sometimes not.
Well, I mean the sixes does give you XP. You know.
Yeah, which I'm about to level up again. But
Nice.
all right, so I do get an attack.
Whoop.
I have 2 damage.
Okay, with
I
one
should take
piercing.
the experience.
Right.
Well, you know.
But that's not how the math works.
Nope. So, as you stand, not shoulder to shoulder, because Haki is laying on the ground in the mud with a mouthful of mud, but like as you stand feet to shoulder with Haki, the sorry, there was a very distracting.
That was terrifying.
Yeah, that was not how a human laughs, but I
Yeah.
could tell that was what it was
I
supposed
just
to be.
imagine
That's
it's
how like a
clown
ventriloquist
doll.
laughs. Yeah.
Right.
No,
Annabelle.
thank you.
That's how Annabelle laughs.
Yeah.
So anyway, as you
Seen the real one.
as you run up to this thing, the Tembo, which has already bitten Haki once, now looks intently at Haki, and you can see some sort of psionic attack happens, and Haki's skin looks like it just. He's made out of stone. Like you've never seen somebody so solid, and yet he just looks vulnerable and weak. Probably for the first time you've ever. Those are the only time those words have probably ever been applied to Haki. But whatever this psionic thing did, it makes him look very frail.
Oh boy.
Hey, thanks for filling your role.
Yep.
Nah.
Is it my turn now?
Ember's
Could
gonna
be.
You want to go?
No, go for it.
I was going to say Ember's going to set up both her guns. She's going to use rapid fire, shoot the one that's after you, and the one that's after you.
Nice.
Awesome.
8.
Okay.
You get a +1. Wow, not
That's
that matters.
included.
Okay.
All right. Let's see this damage.
Come on, do some damage. Ooh, nice
9,
4 on that one.
13, 15. Plus 1 piercing.
15 plus 1 piercing damage. Wow.
You want a Matrix move? That was the Matrix move.
Pew pew.
And I love that like my highest amount of damage is like 6. Like when I watch everybody else just
And she
cream.
just like,
Yeah.
My only purpose is to make sure you guys get
So-
that roll.
Yeah. So you just absolutely destroy both of them with your shots. The good news is you are completely out of range of the explosion of both of these things, but unfortunately all 3 of you are not. So
guys.
all of you need to make defy danger rolls for the psionic explosions that go off throughout the room. But you just deadeye both of them. It's just
Oh.
Wow.
Using
Crit
my faith
fail.
in my god, I got a 10.
Okay.
Well, this time faith in fire. Gods didn't work out.
Sweet, I got a
No.
nat 10, so I'm okay.
And Haki did not as well.
I crit failed. One
Oh.
snake eyes.
Whoa.
Okay, so you marked XP though. That's
yeah.
the good news.
Uh-huh.
I jumped out of the way.
Oh boy. Okay, so
Fire shield, motherfucker.
all right. Well, with a crit fail, we're gonna call it 2d8 instead of 2d6, and it's gonna be the higher of those 2d8, and it ignores armor. A crit fail is just—it's a little too much, man.
You gotta roll another one.
Yeah, good roll an 8.
Oh, yeah. Could roll an 8. Nah, I rolled a 7 again.
Okay.
Yay.
Great. So there's only one remaining. You're all. Is that our round? No, you haven't gone yet.
I haven't
nope.
gone
Oh, and
yet.
Haki hasn't gone yet. So we're only
How you
halfway through the
doing?
round.
I have 7 health.
One
I
explosion
can throw you.
away.
I can throw you a health potion. Need
We'll
one?
see.
I have cure moderate wounds.
All right.
Okay, so how many are left?
There's only one remaining. It has not been touched.
Yeah, it's the one that was doing shadow things with me.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not gonna bother with that one. I'm gonna drop magic weapon and use cure moderate wounds on Haki.
Okay.
That is a 9.
9.
Yeah.
So
I don't
what's
think
the
you get
choice?
add your plus
No,
one for
no,
that.
not for that.
All right. Fuck it. All eyes on me. Send the Tenbo towards the cleric again.
Okay.
All eyes on me. All
And
eyes on
you
me.
As a
Cure.
timber.
3, 5 damage.
Take it.
I'll take it. Want to buy a duck?
So the Tembo just looks at you and realizes now that you are a real threat.
I can't tell it's looking at me though. So
Well, that's true. But you can feel the psionic.
That's the best. Is like as you're casting these spells, you're really like doing them very loudly. You're like,
Yeah.
hey!
Yeah.
hey guys, hold
Haki,
hold
stay
still.
still.
Hold still.
It's kind of like, where are you?
Move!
When
Marco!
when I'm
This is why.
when I'm pointing at you, tell me to stop.
Is that what I sound like?
There.
Marco.
Timbo.
Who's Marco? He's not even in our party.
Ooh.
But you do feel. Actually, you know what? Yeah, you feel a slight. You wear armor, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So your armor and your weapon immediately feels so heavy after you cast the spell, like so heavy. You guys see the Tembo like look over towards him and do some sort of psionic spell, and then you see Aodan about half his normal size, just literally shrink physically. Yep, that's it. Haki?
We've reached the post-verbal part of the game.
Yeah. We're living in a post-verbal society.
I don't have a
It's
plus
true.
1 on this, right?
No, because it's a different.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
9 total?
9 total.
So, looking at this thing, you know what's going to happen. If you... Actually, it hasn't been hurt yet, so you should be fine if you attack it. You can do your damage to it, and everything should work out fine. It is probably going to attack you back, though.
Yeah, I mean, what am I gonna not attack it?
I hear you.
It's dumb.
Maybe you should have not attacked it.
4, 5, 6, 7.
Okay, still a ton of damage. 7's a lot. Okay. But it actually...
What is your minimum?
Yeah, 5 would pretty much be my. But if I lose focus, then it would go down.
Gotcha.
Yeah, because he can spend his focus to do other things, but if he keeps him in reserve, it's actually more useful.
Yeah.
But, it's one of those things where sometimes you have to spend it to save your life.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, the Tembo actually just straight counterattacks and just pounces back on you, and with all of its spikes and everything on its chest, it does a d10 plus 1 damage to you. But reduced by armor.
Yeah.
And you at least had that healing to keep you alive.
Yeah.
Haki's in great shape, though. Everything's fine.
Yeah. Did you use your +4?
No, I
Your
didn't.
1d4?
I didn't.
You could heal yourself.
He'll get another chance. He's
Street
not gonna
rules.
die
I'm
just
not
yet.
gonna throw it in there.
Oh.
Come on.
Street rules.
Yeah,
Street
street
rules.
rules.
All right, that's the end of the round. Who's up?
Just trying to throw you a d4 help, but I can't do that until
Oh,
I
yeah,
use that
sure.
d4 attack.
Sure.
For some reason, I thought you grabbed a dice. Which
Just swallowed a
Oh my
d6.
God.
Hockey!
This is brilliant. Why do we not make candy dice? What?
They do?
No, this is my idea.
It's like a sex thing.
Trademark.
Oh.
Wait, it's a sex thing?
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean,
I know.
everything.
I know,
Really
sex
weird.
dice.
Non-sexual.
They do make non-sexual candy
Oh,
dice.
okay.
They're just not as fun.
I don't understand
Yeah.
how candy dice could be sexual.
Hope my mom's watching.
Well, it's like
it's
um,
easy,
Well, it's like the sex dice where it's like
You-
do this thing, you know?
Yeah. To
Yeah.
this part of the
but
body.
then you get
Yeah.
to eat it,
Yeah.
and you don't get to do that anymore.
Yeah, that sucks. Long term, it's not a good choice to be eating
No,
those.
bad investment.
Yeah, just
Bad
leave
investment on
them.
my
Much like
Nice.
investing in Sean.
No, I'm the best investment. Look at
Worth
what you've
it.
gotten out of this investment, Space Colonizer. You have.
How many of you went and Googled candy sex dice? Just curious.
Me now.
Well, yeah, I mean,
happening at
I'm
Urick is doing
I'm
it currently.
I'm yeah.
Chocolate.
Ooh.
I'm
chocolate
literally
set.
going. Oh, that's awesome!
Yeah.
Chocolate
Oh.
set.
That looks
It's even got a
delicious.
D12, D10.
Yeah,
it's not even like,
it's like
just
carved
D6.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
that's great.
That's
Um,
commitment.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll see that Haki's doing his thing, and I'll do commanding shout. Be
Okay.
like, obviously, Haki is doing the right thing. Everyone, attack that last Timbo. And I do a 7, so I get 2 of those.
Yeah, good enough to not mark XP.
And you don't have one, right? You get a
used
D4. Do you need one?
Yeah.
Okay, you can have one too. And then as soon as Haki does his thing, I'll throw one at him. And then I'll attack, hack and slash. Ooh. Wait, I need to roll 2.
Yeah.
6, 7, 8, 9.
Wow. 9. Not quite enough though.
Actually, you know what?
Oh, but +1 piercing. Yeah, still not quite enough.
No, that's not damage. That's my hack and slash.
Oh, that's
roll.
your hack and slash roll.
Yeah. But should I use my psionic ability?
Oh, you want to get that adrenaline rush going?
Tempted. I mean, I always want it.
Yeah, of course you do. You should. You're gonna be. I mean, listen. As soon as you wake up in the morning and go to bed at night, it's always gonna be on your mind.
Right? How do I get these disabilities taken off?
A full rest.
A full rest.
Yeah. So the question is this really that important?
No. I'll 5 with +1 piercing.
Okay. It's definitely still up.
And then does it do something?
Yes,
to
it
me?
does actually. So you look at this Tembo and just the weirdest fucking thing. You look at it and it's like Tembo tiger face just morphs into a Sizzlack face. Like it looks straight up like Sizzlack. The body is still the same. So it's just like this weird spiky tiger body with a Sizzlack face.
It's like a Sizzlack face.
I feel like I just got an erection.
It also
weird.
attacks
Highly
your
inappropriate.
very identity. And what I mean by that is you would have advantage on this, I think. It basically it makes you question who you are and just kind of
That's
what
not
your
something Sizzlack does.
exactly what your purpose of being is. So I'm going to let you do a defy danger roll, but you're going to have advantage because I mean Sizzlack is one of the people who knows exactly who he is.
I'm very confident in what I am.
Yeah.
So this
Annoyingly
thing tries
so.
this thing tries to tell me I'm not who I am.
Yeah.
So roll 3 then.
Roll 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
Roll like a 12.
Yeah,
I just
roll
look
like
at
a
it and I
champ.
go, excuse me.
Yeah.
Damn,
that was
I'm good
the
looking.
worst person they could have done that to.
Yeah.
All right, who's up next?
Me. I'm gonna aim up for an arterial shot.
There's some cool
Spend a
moves
grit.
though. I like these Timbo. They got some fun things.
Yeah, Tembos are pretty sweet.
That's not an invitation to invite more, though.
And I have an old inspiration.
You never know; they might turn into 9.
that I'm gonna
Please.
They can't add more than 3.
I know.
All right.
That was a 7 to 9 though, right?
Well, it was. Well, I spent an inspiration that I had on hold.
Oh, cool.
So it became
A 10 or higher?
it became a 12.
All right, cool.
Thanks for that inspiration, by the way.
Thank
You
you
too could
so much.
do that.
So I roll. Oh, and I'm gonna cause extreme bleeding on this.
Damn.
Damn.
8 plus 1 damage or plus 1 piercing
Now,
plus extreme bleeding.
now tell me what the
does
fuck
extreme
does
bleeding
extreme
do?
bleeding do?
I don't know. I shot it in an artery.
Let me see.
It's just gushing
I
blood.
used one of my grits.
Ugh.
And
there.
caused extreme bleeding.
And cause extreme bleeding.
Yeah, I love all these like things like because I was reading through a bunch of because
Yeah.
I can take a move from a playbook no one else is playing, and I was like reading all these things, and I'm like, I don't even know what like one is like causes mercy or something. I'm like,
Yeah.
what
No
does that
idea.
mean?
That's the really cool and challenging thing about Dungeon World, because when you have not read the book 100% of the way through, and I have not, and then you choose to run a game on stream for that, it can cause some little hiccups like this. But the extreme bleeding is a really cool thing that I will look up after game. And in the meantime, that extreme bleeding means that instead of you shooting and murdering this Tembo, it just kind of bleeds out on the ground slowly instead of exploding and doing more damage to you guys.
But it dies.
But it dies.
So many crits.
Am I still tiny?
You are half size.
Wait, so this one the body's still there then, right?
Yeah, the body's still
And
there.
the other
on
ones
this
are
one.
all nothing, right?
Correct, yeah.
I want to go and grab one of its teeth and
A
pull it
Tembo
free.
tooth? Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, you can definitely grab a Tembo fang.
boom.
Can I grab a spike, or are they like
Same.
so attached to their body?
You can easily pull
Tembo
a
spike.
spike off, or you'll have to kind of, grab a
I,
knife and cut it off.
Could I skin it, keep its hide? to
Yes,
sell?
Tembo hide is something that people do actually sell. It is crazy rare.
Yeah.
I would totally be
Right.
doing something, but I'm trying to get out of my armor.
What are these spikes made of?
Just like standard bone, ivory, whatever.
I'm gonna take 2.
Yeah, nothing too crazy. It's not magical itself.
No.
By any, it's just weird.
But I could do something probably cool to my gun with it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Tembo bullets.
Maybe get some ivory handles on those guns. Yeah. Poaching
Sexy.
elephants is cool.
Poaching Tembo.
Poaching Tembo. Well, Tembo are
Yeah, let's be
vicious
honest.
creatures.
Right.
Yeah. no.
If anybody deserves to be poached, I think Tembo are.
Yeah, they're
I don't think we're on a wildlife preserve or anything.
no, definitely not. Okay,
None
so
of us are dentists, right?
nope.
Too soon.
What is that? What was that? Max the lion? Is it Max?
Cecil.
Cecil the lion. Why did I think it was
Yeah.
Max? Is Max a lion in
Great
any?
name. It's a great name.
It's okay.
It's pretty good. It's fine.
It means the greatest.
Maybe that's why Max the lion, because Max is like a head of a pride lion. Max, I don't know, whatever. I'm
I've
trying
got a
to
lot of
justify that.
pride. I've got a head.
All of that makes
He's
sense.
always
You
lying.
You have a little bit of a mane starting to come in on your face. Okay, so yeah, that's the encounter. You're standing at this altar. There's no longer a statue there, and you've got the murals on the sides. There's also a door on the left behind the altar.
Is there anything at the altar? I guess let's discern reality.
Sure, you can go ahead and
I'm gonna
roll
get
discern
off it.
realities. Yeah, Ember hops off the altar and lets people examine it. Like, maybe I shouldn't have jumped up on this thing before we
Oops.
examined it. Oh well.
9. Son of a biscuit. Wisdom. Well, I got a 9.
Okay. So what do you want to know about this thing?
What here is not what it appears to be. That would have been great for the statue.
Yeah, that would have been good for the statue. So the altar, you know what? The altar isn't really an altar. Looking at it, as you look closely, you realize that it's much more like a stone trunk. and that you can make out an outline at the top of it that there's like a lid to this altar.
And is there anything inside?
Well, we should open it.
Yeah. So you're gonna.
Oh,
open it.
sorry. I was thinking it was open and the lid was missing. Now I understand what. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a closed trunk essentially.
Gotcha. Yeah. Well,
And
obviously,
you just barely notice the crack along the top.
I want to open it.
Okay. So with the help of your friends, because it's made out of solid stone, you flip open the lid, and you see a bunch of. I mean, you can tell they're probably tools, but you're not sure what they would be used for. They look. I mean, there's like things that are like, well, that's like a knife, but you're like, it's too delicate to ever be used for combat, so I don't know why that would be. You see like hooks and just weird, like, you know, what we would recognize as probably medieval ritualistic medical equipment, but doesn't really exist in Dark Sun. At least not in any extent that you've seen before.
Looks like you could cut up a steak with one of these things. Frilly tools, I'd call them.
Frilly?
Frilly, you know.
Frilly tools?
I like
Something
spell
you'd
lore.
stick your
Okay, go ahead.
pinky out while you're using.
Spell lore. Ooh.
Oh, nice. I love this. Okay, spout lore, Steven.
There should be something in there that can help with my eyes.
Okay, so
All right. Well, I grab one of the sharps.
yeah, you actually you look in there, and there is very clearly something that looks like an ice cream scoop
Oh,
that you think
Oh, God.
would help with your eyes.
God.
I don't know what's in
Well,
there. I
yeah.
just say that.
Yeah, you say
a
that,
melon
and
baller?
and as like a, yeah, you see a melon baller, and like on the
Every week the stream
on the
continues to be my
side of
nightmare.
on the side of the handle of this melon baller, you see runes written in it that you can actually decipher, Sislak, and you can tell that this is magical. It does actually 100% will remove any disease. So absolutely.
While
work.
removing your eyes.
I mean, obviously, this is what you're talking about. I've got it right here.
Oh, great. Just hand it over here. I'll do it.
No. You can't see. I'll help you.
True.
So do you submit to this?
I'd actually really be more comfortable if Ember could do it. That's okay. That's right.
All right. I mean,
Ember has
I'm the one
dexterous
who
hands.
reads
does have
magic
dexterous hands.
runes, but sure.
Yeah, is there anything else about those runes other than, yes, this will help?
It's literally just like, it's like the thumbs up emoji, and then it says will remove disease, and then 100 with a line under it in red. So you're like pretty sure this is gonna work.
This is definitely going to work.
This
Yeah.
is probably bought at the Man on TV store.
Exactly.
Oh,
I've seen
should
on
I
TV.
try to spout lore about anything else about
Yes,
Listen,
you
if
definitely
you're
Please
not
do.
gonna- You're not going to use the
I don't
melon
have very
baller
much
on
intelligence, yo.
Okay, so you spout lore.
At least it's a 7.
It's a 7.
Okay.
This will work. It's gonna hurt like hell. But it's not gonna remove your eyes and take your sight.
Ooh.
that's good.
You know that one of those two things will be true.
It will.
Can I spout lore?
Yeah, you want to spell lore?
Yeah, I do.
This
We're all
is
just trying to
getting-
fix my mistake.
Just by the way, guys, spouting more lore doesn't always make it better.
Right.
Shit.
All right, so what else is true about this thing, Haki?
I was gonna say I've heard of this thing. It's called Odin's Lance, and it cures any wounds and illnesses, but at a price.
That's absolutely true.
I don't like this at all.
And you know that part of what you said is true, that the person actually won't lose their sight.
Okay. You might lose your eyes.
Oh, to use it properly, you know that his eyes need to come out of that head.
Can they go back in?
Before
Good
we do
question.
anything rash, maybe we should explore the thing a
No,
little bit.
I think I
our
believe everything that
characters
everybody has said.
Believe this, right?
Yeah, you all believe this.
Well, fuck. All right.
Maybe I should spout some lore.
Yeah.
No,
I'm
Yeah,
letting
just-
you like
no.
lay
At any
on
moment.
the altar.
Take
Ken
his
Hart.
eyes out.
We're still going to, because Sislak wants to see eyeballs come out.
You are a sick man. 7.
Okay.
Sweet Jesus.
So I say, yeah, no, I've read the runes. We need to remove his eyes so that we can clean them with one of these other tools.
That doesn't sound right at all.
And then we can most likely put them back.
I don't.
Looking at the kind of, there's like instructions. I say very loosely. There's instructions on the inside of this trunk written on like the walls, and yeah, you see very clearly it says, to use this tool you have to take out their eyes and that their sight will be regained. So yeah, probably just clean off the eyes and put them back in, and then that's how they regain their sight.
Yeah, excellent. So go ahead, Ember.
Steven, if you want to keep your goo-infested eyes, you actually can choose to do so. You don't have to give up your eyeballs for this.
Here, take a slobber of this cank whiskey. Sit on the operating table.
You know what?
You mean the
We've
altar?
already gone so
if
far
my eyes
into
were
this
covered in
bit.
goo, I'd want to get rid of them.
We've already gone so far into this bit. I'd feel like kind of a total pussy if I backed up now. So fuck it. Take the eyes.
All right. So
Boom.
you
One at a time, both at once.
So you pull out all the tools.
You gotta,
out of
so
the
I'm
trunk.
about shorter than you at this point.
Yeah.
I take the whiskey.
Oh, yeah,
Down it as much as I can. Shit face. Do it.
Ember grabs it and sort of like cleans off the fucking.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do it. Come on. Don't be a bitch. Come on. Come on. Do it.
You take all the tools out. You put the lid back on the altar, and Eodan lays down on the altar. Haki and Sislak just restraining this 2.5 foot tall Eodan now, who's like, just
So
a
with, like, one
tiny
hand.
little half elf. Yeah, exactly. Tiny little half elf. So it shouldn't be too much trouble for you to restrain him.
I was expecting more to be like, do it. Do it.
Oh yeah, they're doing that at the same time.
Okay.
Yeah, chanting.
Ritual chanting.
Yeah, ritual chanting with the eyeball ice cream scooper.
This is the worst thing.
Yeah, this is this is actually not what I planned. Believe it or not, I did not plan on taking your eyes away from you, Steven. But I was like, you know what,
I
this will be
believe it.
fun,
I
so
believe
why
it.
not? Okay, so roll me a
I'm just
dexterity.
gonna remove eyes from my character sheet.
Yeah, remove eyes from
And
your character sheet.
can I give a +1 on this?
Of course you
'Cause I'm
can,
like,
yeah, you're gonna
take
command-
those eyes. Take them.
Can't you say fix his sight?
Whatever. Same difference.
Same goal.
No! Are you kidding?
8.
Oh, 8. Thank God.
Well, that's
Thank you,
not
baby
that's
Jesus.
not a total success. You know that, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
An 8 is not a total success. So, so you very deftly take out both eyes, and it just like that.
Yep.
And it looks like all of the black goo oil ooze crap that was all over his eyes is like, you still see a little bit in his eye sockets. You can kind of like grab a handkerchief and like clean it out of those eye sockets.
Call evens or odds.
Evens.
All right. I somehow have not passed out. I'm just screaming a lot.
Yeah, so Eodan is just like flailing wildly, but luckily you're able to very easily keep Eodan still.
It's not hard.
Yeah, because 2.5 feet tall now.
Book.
That's a great case.
That's pretty sweet.
Phone case.
It was like $7 on Amazon.
Oh, nice.
That's a fucking great deal for a good phone case. So as you
Amazon.
melon ball out, yeah, Amazon.
Tastes great with a Fresca.
And there's absolutely nothing unethical about their business practices.
Those poor old people.
So as you
Sponsors.
yeah,
What are you
Amazon.
doing?
Yeah, Amazon is you can actually, yeah. Savings Throw does have. And you know what? Honestly, as much as I bitch about it, I buy virtually all my gaming stuff from
I buy
Amazon.
so much stuff on Amazon.
Yeah, no, I have a credit card from them.
Yeah, it's sad, but awesome. So, you melon ball out both of Eodan's eyes, and you you kind of clean out the rest of the oil gunk from his eye sockets. And I really hope that somebody at home is just in pain listening to the disgusting.
You have one right here.
Oh yeah, that's right. You hate this stuff.
I am dying on the inside right now.
Good. That is what my goal is always to have at least
good,
one
good.
player at the table who's deeply uncomfortable with what's happening.
I'm just like palming chocolate. I'm like, yeah, I.
This is fine.
What happened to his eye?
Oh, okay, cool. So
I'm
he's,
just holding them.
so he's got like gooey black ichor in his eye sockets that I've just ripped out of his face. Cool, no problem.
I take one, I go, yeah, I learned this from my mother. And I like,
I'm
Oh.
gonna go use the restroom real quick. You guys have fun. Enjoy yourself.
Sure,
Please
we'll-
donate. I'll be right back.
Okay. And yeah, so you spit clean one of the eyes, or you spit clean both of the eyes. They end up. But before you even get a chance to kind of inspect further what you've done to your friend Aodan here, his eye sockets actually fill with a deep amber flame color, and you don't think, I mean, you could put the eyes back in there, but like it, as you kind of reach closer, it is actually warm as you put your hand closer to the eye
some cool
socket.
fire
So it's
sight.
actually like, it looks like actual fire.
Cool.
Doesn't seem to be messing up his face at all, other than that he has fire eyes. But he seems okay.
Sweet.
Can we put them back in and they just burn?
Yeah, you put him back in and the eyeballs just burn. They're gone
Oh, man,
forever.
I wanted to say I grabbed one of them before you put them back in. Like, you put in one, I want to keep the other one as a souvenir.
They're both burned up because I
Ah.
do not want either of you carrying around eyeballs. I'm
I'm gonna be doing pun jokes about that. I would do
Yeah.
that for Sizlike. Just pull that up. I see what you're doing there.
I might be the worst for presenting this scenario, but I'm not gonna let you continue it.
It's great. It's so great. He's got fire eyes now.
Yeah, so Aodan has fire eyes. After about 15 minutes, because you need to let him kind of lay there as he's
adjust.
Is it like a vampire where it's like, you're now looking at the world for the first time through your vampire eyes?
Yeah, you can tell he's very much trying to like figure out how this new site works, because it's
Like the Matrix.
exactly, yeah. He sees everything through the elements now.
Yeah.
Through kind of the base elements of everything. So he's kind of slowly recuperating and kind of getting used to how his new eyes work, and also he's super drunk.
Oh, yeah.
Because he's like 30 pounds and drank a whole thing of cank whiskey given to him by
Oh, he's still small.
still
Yeah.
small. Yeah.
That's why I was holding him down with one hand,
Oh, why didn't he get big again?
because we haven't fixed that problem yet.
Yeah, the thing about Aodan is he has
Poor guy.
he's having some problems.
That's not what you want to walk.
No, actually, you got some. This is actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
what we
Yeah,
did to you.
so
See
at-
through the elements.
Yeah, as you stand up, your vision has returned to you in a fashion. You have, I mean, it's going to take a while for you to get used to this, but you basically see everything now through the elements. So everything you see is kind of the base versions of the different elements, and you kind of have to incorporate everything into that view. So it's kind of like Max said, it's kind of like seeing the Matrix, for the first time. It's like, it doesn't really quite make sense to you at first, but now you're like kind of getting a handle on how to see the world now with your new fire burning eyes.
Okay.
Yeah, we tried to put the eyeballs back into your socket, and they just got consumed by the flames that are now inside your eye sockets. So now
Well, thank you.
you walk
Thank you
around
for
with-
trying.
with just flames.
Flames on the side of my face.
But as near as you guys can tell, it looks like your friend is cured.
Well, do we
still-
want to
am I still
continue walking
half
around?
size?
This?
Yeah, we're trying to
You're
figure
still
that out.
half size.
God damn it.
We gotta
Uh,
figure
should
out how to
we-
fix that now.
Should we
Well, at
walk
least I can
further
see
into
now.
this temple, or?
Well,
we
here's
came-
the
we,
thing.
We completed
We're
our
small
first
together.
objective.
Yeah.
We've completed our first objective,
have
but this
You have,
mural
like,
has
3
me
inches
a
on
little
it. This is
concerned.
bullshit.
As
I
the
feel
only
tall.
lawman in the region, I feel it's my duty to go ahead and investigate these pod people on the wall.
How you doing on health there?
Oh,
Pretty
actually.
bad.
Well, hold still. I'll fix that.
And I have desert lore for the grand histories of Athos.
Oh,
so
okay.
I should know what this. I should know all this crap. Fuck, I lost. Okay, let's go ahead and just lose cure moderate wounds.
But it still works, right? Oh wait, no, because you didn't
No.
even get a 7.
Yeah,
Oh boy.
it's okay. I have
You have
cure
cure light wounds still.
as a road.
Yeah.
Sorry. Seeing things through fire is really difficult at first.
There you go.
1d8 damage. 1d8 HP.
Can barely handle it.
Take 3.
See, so everybody's now pretty much back up to where they were when they started the day. Pretty
Not
sure.
me. I'm half size.
Well, yeah, you must be this tall to dungeon.
All right. Well, let's go further into this. You how many potions do you have? 2.
I'll give you one.
If you could set
I
something on
would
fire
like-
and give
I
me
would
an hour,
like-
I can get my magic back.
Sorry, what?
If you could set something on fire and give me an hour, I'll have my magic back. I can't help it. I'm like 2 feet tall right now.
I mean, do we want to hang out here for an hour?
I mean, I have flare ammo. I could set something on fire.
What are we thinking? Aki.
I mean, I don't mind waiting an hour for him to get his magic back.
All right.
I mean, I think we'll need him to have his magic.
Yeah,
Good
because
call.
I can't even lift my mace right now. Can someone carry this?
It's basically a two-handed, it's like a two-handed
What,
club.
dragon.
what does the room look like that we're in?
It's 80 by 30 long. The altar being at the end you're at now, the other door. And there's, to your left, as you face the altar with the door to your back, there's another door or portal, because there's no door there. It's just an opening to the left, and it looks like it curves around back a little further and deeper.
Like, which one of the ways is the way we came?
Yes,
Yeah,
the
there's only the
behind
way we
you
came,
and then
and
to
then
your
the-
left.
yeah.
That's it.
So then let's just post up. We'll watch guard on the way we didn't come. Make sure nothing sneaks up on us, and we'll build a little campfire. I got some flint and sticks.
Sweet. Well, then, also, if there's any traps nearby, if we're camping, I believe my hireling has a thing. Let me look him up.
Oh, is that what they look like?
While we're hanging out, can I level up, or do I have to wait till the end?
Damn.
No, actually, because if we're taking an hour, that would give you enough time to level up also.
So you want to rest for an hour?
Yeah,
Sure.
All right.
let's do it.
Okay.
And then,
So you can regain all of your spells or anything else that you need for resting for an hour. Your hit points remain the same. You don't get to heal hit points back from that rest, but you get your abilities back.
if
That'll
the
help.
players
Do I keep
make
my grit,
camp,
or do I lose my grit?
You lose your grit.
if the players make camp near the trap, the burglar can disarm it by the time camp is broken. So if there's a trap nearby,
Then he can work on the trap.
yeah. Not that there necessarily is, but
You
just so you know.
Frank does a quick little scout ahead and does not notice any traps.
I didn't see anything.
Oh, that's good.
Thanks, Frankie.
No problem.
I made some coffee for you, Frank.
Oh, I like my coffee like I like my women.
Well,
Quick.
this is
Doesn't work.
this coffee's the way I like my women. Old and cold.
Yep, that's how everybody likes it.
In a cup.
So,
Can I borrow someone's pencil?
Oh, sure.
There's also
My
a
eraser
whole
for that.
slew of pencils right here for you.
we've got a whole slew.
A slew of pencils.
All right, so you feel a little more refreshed after resting for an hour. You pretty much, your sight at this point is back to normal. From the standpoint of being able to discern what's going on. Your eyeballs are flaming
Gone.
fire, but you can see you're able now to, you understand how the algorithm works basically now. You can kind of make out what's going on.
Okay.
But you have fire eyes.
All right. I'd like to use Desert Lore before we got going.
Eyes of
Sure.
fire.
Okay. I could ask you one question. You got to answer truthfully.
Okay.
What was this shrine used for?
Oh, that's a
Temple, shrine, whatever it
Yeah,
is.
that's a really good question. This temple was not a temple. You've read about this before, actually, and you didn't realize it until you arrived here that this is what it is. But this was used create soldiers. Essentially, this was used to enhance soldiers. That's amazing.
That is the worst thing, and I will never forgive you for that. I will.
I mean, at least now
fire
you have
eyes.
fire eyes.
Yeah, that's pretty badass, man.
I mean, Sizzlack is very tempted to try and use this melon ball scooper himself.
Yeah, just like, I
Like-
wonder if this will work on
Yeah.
me.
Alden finds it awesome. All right,
Yeah.
Alden's just like, this is fucking cool. This is pimp. This is awesome. Steven, on the other hand, is like, oh, I need a shower.
Yeah, very bothered by this. Yeah.
Very,
I
very
mean,
bothered.
he's a fire clerk, so like if we scope out your eyes, there might just be like mouths,
Lizard.
Mini dragons.
like mouths for eyes.
Yeah.
Talk more mouths talking.
Yeah.
Hey, who said that? I said that. What's that? Oh boy.
What a sexy voice.
Or it could just be like little dancing sizzlacks in the eye sockets of his eyes. Just more of you. That's
Hey,
all.
what's going on out there? I don't know. It's like Ash from Undead.
Oh, no.
That is, in fact, that's another perfect example of the Sizzlack type. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
But he
100%.
gets
It's
along very well with Ash.
Yep.
All right,
Bruce
enough
when you
of
need him.
this
So you-
lollygagging.
So Haki leads the way down the tunnel.
Wait up.
And it kind of winds around and then goes down into a basement.
I, of course, tell everyone what this place was used for.
Creating soldiers of some sort, enhancing humanoids.
Is there stone? Is it like a stone wall, or is it a mud wall?
It's definitely more solid here, but it is still. I mean, it's mud. It's more solid than it was before. Like the ground underneath you isn't quite as soft, but it is still mud. Like you put your hand up against the wall, and it's a little bit damp.
Is there anything in this basement?
Yeah, actually, as you get to the bottom of the stairs, the first thing as you get kind of to the bottom of the stairs and you see an opening into another room, you actually hear some scraping. It's dark, so you can't see very well at all, but you hear scraping. Or not even scraping so much as like scuffing. Like just one thing dragging against another thing.
Is there a
kinda
way
like
to light up this room?
Probably.
Cleric?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Maybe you should do that.
Yeah, that's the plan. Thank you. I can see fine. I don't even need light anymore. This is great.
Yeah, that's true. This doesn't affect.
Wait, so if you can see, then what do you...
Yeah, that's a
Oh,
good
good point. Fuck
Yeah,
that.
What do you see?
What do I see?
Yeah.
I don't know. I imagine it's kind of like predator vision.
Okay, so it's like a heat vision then, and so
Makes sense.
oh man, I wish I could make that predator clicking noise.
Yeah, hold on.
Between everyone, like there's one decent sound in here. There you
No,
go.
no, hold on.
That was it.
That's very close.
So you actually, it's strange. You see what look. I mean, they're humanoid shaped figures moving around, but there's no warmth in them, no fire in them, and it just looks like Earth moving around essentially.
No.
Figures of Earth moving around. There's no moisture in them, no warmth in them, no fire.
Now, before I do anything, I look to Haki. Do I see the same thing?
No warmth for sure.
Okay, then.
Yeah.
I'm gonna... so do you relay that information to
Oh,
us?
hell yeah.
I'm gonna say... ahoy!
I just.
I
would you
believe
do
we've
this?
been sent by your gods to
Stop talking. Dear God, stop talking.
command you.
No.
The scuffing and shuffling speeds up, and you hear just a bunch of things rushing towards the door now.
I cast Flame Strike.
Oh wait, I was gonna do commanding words of power.
Do
Okay.
it. Do it. Do it. Do it. What did I roll?
7.
6.
7.
7. And then it's my charisma, so 8. On a 7 to 9, the GM chooses one. Do what you say or agree to your viewpoint. Disagree entirely, but see your point regardless. Back away cautiously. Abandon hostility or flee. Attack out of desperation or goading.
I wonder which one he's gonna pick.
I know.
So as they were already looking to attack and were hostile, they rush at you.
And we're
and
towards
these
the
are
front, so.
Yeah, you and
Now
actually you
with
two are at the front.
desperation.
Yeah, now with desperation. In fact,
How well can we see?
you know what? So as they come rushing towards you, you can make them out, and these are clearly undead, zombified figures.
Right.
They look like they have, especially as you spoke and shouted at them, all of a sudden they kind of recognize what you are, and you can see you can just see the thirst in their eyes.
Okay.
All right, blow them up.
That's the plan. I'm going to use my inspiration, brought to you by a previous donor. You two can join them. And I'm going to cast
You too.
Flame Strike.
Okay.
That is
Sweet.
an 11.
Okay. Good deal.
And that does 2d8 damage.
In a large area.
Yes, so
Okay.
add of us.
Mm-hmm.
Go pro d8.
Oh, yes.
Thank you very much. 9 damage.
Okay, so 9 damage to
Thank you.
everything in that room.
You brought the phone. I fucked up.
No, you didn't. Okay, so you see these zombies just come rushing towards you. They're like 28 days later style zombies, so they're moving
So they're
really.
fast.
Yeah, they're fast. They're quick zombies. And as they come rushing at you, there's over a dozen of them running at you, and you just flame strike the room, and they all just turn to ash. They're all gone. You just obliterate all of them.
Nice! They did not seem like they were going to be listening.
Well, they're
Weird.
dead. The dead aren't very good at that. God, I miss my voice. This is horrible.
As you go into the room, there's scorch marks everywhere from a previous battle of some sort. But other than that, things seem to be in okay condition. You see, again, like carvings on the wall and stuff like that. And it looks like you see a lot of aberrant or strange, again, Lovecraftian stuff being combined with humans to make these soldiers. You also see piles of clay on several tables in this room.
Golems. I want to discern reality. And I don't think that's going to happen. Let me see. Wisdom. Nope. Fail. And it's
I
7
say
plus
we
level,
keep
right?
moving.
What's that?
7 plus level.
Yep, to level. So you keep moving, and there's actually only one more room. As you get into the next room, you see several, coffins, or like the standing up coffins, the stone standing up coffins.
Sarcophagus?
Sarcophagi, yeah. Against the walls. You see half a dozen of them in this next room. And you see in the center a stone with a sword laying on the stone, not in it, but like just laying there by itself.
Obviously, I run up and grab that sword.
For real?
Yeah.
Well,
Okay, yeah, that makes sense actually. For
That's something Sizzlack would.
Yeah.
Ah, a sword!
yeah. So
Mine!
So the sword is actually rusted, but it's still there. So you run up and grab the sword, and as you pick it up, separate from the sword, you feel just a wave of hostility and just angry emotions as you pick it up, and all 6 of the sarcophagi, just the doors or the fronts just explode. The stone of them just explodes, and all of you need to roll to defy danger, but you don't bother rolling to defy danger. Actually, you'll just, because all of these coffins are just basically circling this stone, so you're just right in the crossfire of all of it.
Sure.
Ooh, yeah, baby. Good enough.
Okay, so anybody get a failure, 6 or lower? 7 and 9s? Okay, and then everybody else succeeded. Not you. Okay. So you're gonna take a d6 damage from this stone, and you are also gonna take 1d6 damage from the stone. And you realize, like, as this is coming at you, and it's like just full force, you realize that the sword is somehow protecting you from this.
Okay.
Don't know how, but there's some sort of shielding action. That's why you're only taking 1d6 damage instead of a lot more.
2. And is that reduced by armor?
Yep, reduced by armor.
And I also get a -1, so
Yeah,
nothing.
so there you go.
Ooh, I like this sword.
And inside of the coffins, you see, again, undead, but not quite like the other ones. The other ones were kind of your stereotypical looking zombies. These look more like they're every single one of them is elvish or elven, and they all have armor and helmets that look very almost Nordic in style, and they all have shield and lance and armor. They look like very old school warriors. These are nothing that would be in the history books of Dark Sun that that anybody has talked about. And they're all advancing on Sislak, all 6 of them.
And I raise the sword up and I say, "Halt! Obey your commander." And sweet, I rolled a 10. So on a 10 plus, the GM chooses 1, and you and your allies take +1 forward against them. So do what you say or agree to your viewpoint. Disagree entirely, but see your point regardless. Back away cautiously, abandon hostility or flee. Attack out of desperation or goading.
These, oh boy. So one of them straight up just kind of turns and looks like it's going to start attacking the other ones, like it's converted over to your side. The other 5 are continuing to attack you, and almost exclusively you, it looks like. They don't seem to notice or care about anyone else in the room. Even the one that's like switched sides, even that one, those 5 don't care about. They only care about you.
Gotcha. We should probably attack these.
I'm gonna take my troll strength stance.
John Wayne was like, I don't know about that.
Ooh-wee.
We got a +1, right?
Yeah. That's why I threw that last thing out there.
It's a failure. Wait, did I get +1 forward before or no?
No.
Yeah, you got a +1 forward.
Well, unless
for-
only if you're doing the action that he's commanding you to do. So like for,
No, but you get, but you and your allies take +1 forward against them.
Oh, okay.
So you get a +1
right.
for whatever, and then everybody else, if you also attack, you get another +1. So you get.
I mean, I was just trying to take my stance, though. I wasn't doing anything.
Yeah, but you'll get a
against
+1 for. Oh, I don't know. How does that work? On a 10 plus, the GM chooses, and you and your allies take +1 forward against them. That would mean.
I would say any sort of opposed roll, hack and slash, or convincing them of something. I
Okay.
don't think this would
Cool.
count.
Never mind. You failed.
I failed. I failed.
As that happened, one of them comes in and just bashes you right in your nose with its buckler shield,
Great.
and you take a d6 damage.
Oh.
2.
All right.
Reduced.
I'll take it.
Yeah, I'm feeling nice. So, who's next?
Ember's gonna use her crack shot.
And it looks like one of the 6 is friendly to you now, or
Yeah.
allied with you somehow.
I'm gonna shoot at the one that just hit him in the face. Ooh. That is
Nice.
a 10. So, using
Nice,
my
no
crack shot on a 10
complications.
plus, the target is slain or mortally wounded.
Okay. Wow.
Damn.
Damn. Yeah. So you straight up you just shoot this. Yeah. You just shoot this one right between the eyes, and it just drops. No question about it. This thing is lights out. Damn.
Not bad.
That's mean.
Yeah.
Got some sick moves.
Yeah.
Really?
Okay.
Really fucking awesome.
So who's up?
I'm last one.
Use your fire eyes.
I have
You hear that
special eyes.
you hear that whispering all the time. Use your fire eyes.
But it's always
Yeah,
just me
yeah.
behind you.
Yeah, it's
So-
not an ethereal source or ethereal source. It's just Sizzlack.
No.
Use your fire eyes.
Okay, you know what? Fine. Fine. Okay, we're gonna use my fire eyes, whatever
Okay,
the fuck
great.
that means.
Okay.
Sweet.
What does that mean?
That means I got a 9.
Okay, what are you doing with that?
Oh,
9?
10. Thank you for the plus.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hacking and slashing?
I'm gonna shoot fire out of my eyes.
Okay.
He asked.
Okay. With charisma, what's the total of that?
10.
Okay. You
That's a 7, 2, 1.
yeah, so you use your fire eyes and you just straight up like pull a cyclops and just go across the room with like just a gout of flame that just covers
right at their kneecaps.
it's oh that's
That's
right
my eye
yeah
level
because
right
you're that short, right? So yeah, all across the kneecaps of the entire room you just go across with your cyclops beam. Roll me 1d6 damage.
All right.
It's gonna be all of us.
Yeah, it's literally everything in the room. Okay,
Oh.
1 armor does armor doesn't reduce this, so literally everything in the room takes that 1 damage as you cyclops the entire room.
So funny.
Except for the one who told him to use the fire eyes, because I've got unyielding.
Oh, that's right.
I can't believe that worked.
So funny. One of those things. It's like a Doctor Who thing where it's like because you just gained fire eyes, you have extra fire energy.
Yes, that's
Right.
For
exactly.
the first time. You're like,
Yeah.
We
I
need
can't use it
Moffat to
again.
come out here and give some bullshit explanation, and that's how that works.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay.
Sure, I'll buy it.
Yeah.
Excess fire energy.
Yeah, exactly. There's just a bunch of pent up fire that just hadn't gotten used for so
I'm
long.
so in tune with my element.
Yep. All right.
Fire eyes. Eyes
So
of the
there's
fire.
4 of these things remaining, and 1 seems to be on your side. When you on your turn, I'm just gonna have that one give you an extra. You know what? You'll do an extra +2 damage on your damage rolls if you hit on hack and slash. So it'll basically just do a little extra damage on your hack and slash. All right. So who's up first?
Commanding shout.
I like how you guys have almost gone to the default of letting the commander go first because he's the commander.
Yeah.
Yep.
It gives us
Obviously.
good shit.
Well,
It
yeah,
says
exactly.
the leader on his sheet. We can't argue with that.
Yep. I like when the mechanics force you to accept his role.
Uh-huh.
So I get 2 hold for that, and I say, excellent fire eyes. By the way, you continue shooting at that one right there. Haki, do
Yo.
that stone thing you do and attack the same one. And fireman, keep being fireman.
Got it.
Is that
I
like
throw
the Mega Man villain, Fireman?
kind of, yeah.
Mega Man.
Who need? How are you doing on health? Do you need health?
Totally.
All right, you get a D4 for health.
Your boy.
You're doing fine, right?
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm only 10 down.
So D4 for damage. Do you need health or damage?
I can't really do much right now because I can't even use my weapon. So
You can use your weapon two-handed.
Oh, I can?
It's like a two-handed weapon. It's still going to only do the, D8 damage, but you can just use it as a
I'll
two-handed
take the damage.
Okay, D4 for damage.
Sweet.
That's 3 holds. Which means I got 1 on reserve.
You're basically just moving a lot slower in your armor, and you have to use 2 hands now to use your mace instead of it being a one-handed weapon.
And I'll attack the nearest, the one that I've told them to attack. Hack and slash. 7, 8.
Okay.
Oh, 9 because of, well, it doesn't do any good, but.
Okay, so the four of them, as you go to hack and slash, all 4 of them just swarm around you.
Okay.
And you're going to take their damage, which is, with all 4 of them, that's going to be a D8 plus 3.
D8 plus 3.
Oh, boy.
6.
But you reduce it by,
Reduced by armor.
Yep.
And reduced by unyielding.
so 4.
So, wait, 5. Wait, 6, 5, 4. Yeah, 4 damage.
It's not bad. Not bad with 4 things attacking you.
Yeah, no, not at all. Sizzlack is ripping and roaring right now.
Are they still only paying attention to him, or have they now seen all of us?
They've seen all of you, but they continue to focus on him.
That's what I get for that
Something
sword.
about that sword is giving them a real antipathy.
That's fine
towards
with me.
him.
I love it.
But they are no longer unaware of me.
They're aware of you, correct?
And then I do D6 plus 2, right?
Yep, +2.
With piercing.
Okay.
So 5 plus 1 piercing.
Okay.
Ha-ha! Bring it!
Another one goes down, so there's only 3 left now after that.
Great.
Huzzah!
Who's up?
I'm gonna use. I'll go ahead. That's good. Gonna go ahead and cast Magic Weapon. That is a 10.
Good deal. Not going to lose anything.
Exactly. And I'm gonna go ahead and hack and slash the closest one.
Okay, closest one.
Yeah.
You like shuffle up wearing your not fitting armor, and then your normally one-handed mace. You have to like use both hands, and it's still heavy to attack. But
I look ridiculous.
Yep. None of your clothing fits either, of course.
Oh.
Wow.
I am so angry about how
Rush.
stupid I look, and I lost my eyes and my Cyclops vision. I'm not sure if I'll be able to do that again, and that's really kind of sending me into a crisis. So
Yeah.
I just put a lot into it.
Yeah. I mean, you. It's easy to get into an existential crisis when you're like, I don't know if I'm ever going to be able to Cyclops again.
It's really important to me. Okay,
Yeah, I get it.
It means a lot to my identity. Can I borrow a D4? Actually, no. I need to borrow 2 D4s. Thank you. Okay, D4 since you gave me the damage one. D4 for Burning Brand.
Okay.
D4 for Magic Weapon.
Okay.
So
So you're rolling a ton of damage. Got it.
hopefully. 4, 5, 7. Not a lot.
Okay, 7.
That could have been.
That's true.
That could have been
so
so much better.
better.
Not a lot.
What a bunch of bullshit.
Still enough to take down the closest one to you, though.
Could have been cooler though.
There are what, 2
you?
left now?
There are
Yes.
2 left, and the one that Sizzlack has converted over to being an
Alright.
undead minion.
I'm going to expend my 1 grit.
Sweet. I think
I got
I'll
last
bring
roll.
him along with me.
Rapid fire. I'm going to shoot at both of them.
Be the second character you've had in just a few months with an undead minion.
Oh my god, yeah.
Yep. Hit them both.
Okay. 10 or higher?
Yes.
Okay.
13 plus 1 piercing.
Jesus. So much damage from the gunslinger. And that takes down the remaining 2.
You really are like the strongest person in our party.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the gunslinger can do so much damage. But this one's tanky, this one can heal, and this one's in charge.
So that means that we can kill Eric and get away with it.
Well, the
mean,
thing about Eric is
I've
that
already
Eric can
come to
actually...
grips with that I will have to kill Eric.
I mean,
Yeah.
he's not going down a good path.
We went to Disneyland the other day.
I mean, I have a bond with
hung
Eric,
out, and we had
I've seen
a
a
lovely
wand on it,
conversation about how
and I haven't
that's
decided
going to have to
whether
happen
At some
as we
point.
waited to ride the new Autopia.
Yeah.
Brought to you by Honda.
Yeah, he's
was that?
he's really...
It still sucks.
Ah.
Yeah.
Haunted Mansion is still the best ride
they
ever.
still have not done anything good with it.
Yeah. I'm just holding out for Star Wars.
Star Wars Land.
Holding out for a hero.
All right, sorry, one moment, guys.
I also like
my
that
notes.
before our first session even began, I had this bond with Eric's character. The elements tell me that Yinin is followed by a great danger. I knew the
Mine
dude was
is,
gonna
I've
go-
seen a warrant out on Yenin, and I haven't decided whether yet to cash in.
So effectively, we saw this coming.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk a little bit about bonds for a moment, since
Oh, yeah.
that just came
Are we
up.
getting some new bonds?
Oh
I
yeah,
hope
that'd be
so.
awesome.
Well, we have one new bond that's going to Haki.
Ooh.
Courtesy of, again, Space Colonizer.
Yo,
Thank
thanks.
you.
Yo, what up,
Thanks,
Space
bro.
Colonizer?
Thank you
All
for
up in
this.
this game.
I'm not thanking you for the 3 monster things. That sucked.
Yeah.
And, dude, I'm like a munchkin now. Not cool.
Yeah, be very clear about what you are and are not being thankful for.
Yes.
Haki Stoneskin, you have a new bond with Ember.
Oh, yeah. Now we have 2.
Sometimes I think Ember Duskgrove's reasons for fighting make more sense than my own.
Ooh.
So you'll have to figure out how that's true.
I like that.
Yeah, it's interesting, right?
Mm-hmm. So, Sean, why don't you tell the
But
good
you
viewers
don't
at home
get
how
that.
we get more ones?
No.
I know, I just wanted to write it down.
she just being a good actor.
Yeah.
Being a, gotta have those notes. So yeah, you look at this sword and it's pitted and rusted, and it has on the pommel there's an insignia of like a Viking longship, which does not mean anything to you in this world because boats don't really exist.
Got it.
But that's what you see on the pommel of the sword.
Is there any place to place this sword in here?
It was just resting on this. It was like a stone table, essentially. There's nothing special about it.
Am I still feeling like an energy coming off of it?
Yeah, but the energy it's not so much coming. There's not an energy coming off of it. It feels like there's energy coming towards it from elsewhere. Like you felt it coming from these soldiers, but you also feel. I mean, you just feel it just coming from the world around you, and it seems like there's a real feeling of it's just an oppressive energy that's coming towards this sword that's definitely negative in nature.
So if I were to say, just hold the sword loosely out in front of me.
like a dowsing rod, since that's the theme of today's game.
Yeah.
The sword actually does kind of balance itself out in a certain direction, and those negative waves of energy feel like they're coming more strongly towards that direction as you kind of use the sword as a dowsing rod. Sure.
So dumb.
Delightfully dumb.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's interesting. The sword seems to want to go towards this direction. I say we follow it.
You know, it's a fool who follows the path of the sword.
Well, I am your leader, so...
So as you, the sword leads you out of the dungeon, or out of the temple, and it actually leads you kind of in the direction back towards Tyr. Not like directly to Tyr, but kind of in that general area, not further away. So you're kind of heading back towards town. The sword seems to be angling itself, like as you make it about after several days travel, because you're well over a week from Tyr. After several,
Can you throw me some healing?
I was going to say, can we
happily.
camp and rest?
you can camp and rest, and you'll be back at full hit points.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do I start going back to my normal height now?
Actually, yes. After
Oh,
you
thank
rest
God.
after you rest for a night, you wake up the next morning, and your clothes fit, your armor fits. You're just back to normal size.
Oh, thank you, Fire.
But
Thank
for
you,
But
thank
like
you.
you
but
were,
for
you
24
were,
hours,
and you were camped in a way that your
You found a pot to crawl into.
yeah, exactly,
Yeah.
something
And
like
then
I
so
did
like
something
whenever you come
you
to,
woke up,
like
you
you
burst out of the pot.
yeah.
It's embarrassing and painful and ridiculous, and I'm just so happy.
Ember kind of like sighs and like does that, and it's kind of like a
was
little
so-
bit sad, but try not to let it show that like
was so
she's
nice
the
for a
small one again.
minute.
Yeah, you got to be the small one again.
Oh, nope, still don't have eyeballs.
So like fixes her gun. to feel good.
Yeah, there's the fire eyes don't seem to be going away. That 24-hour limit did not apply to the eyeballs, just to your size.
I think I prefer you this way. You got a sort of fire in your eyes now.
Well, I can't argue with that.
And then I reach in, but I don't actually have anything. But I go, I see what you did there. This would have been one of the eyes. I was gonna point at an eyeball.
Dude,
That doesn't count. You
too
can't do
soon.
that.
Too soon.
But it would have been funny if I'd had one of your eyeballs. You see what I'm saying? I was talking about seeing.
I feel like
And if
you
I
could
had
have
one of
made
your
the
eyeballs.
joke without the eyeball.
Yeah, but I think the
Same.
eyeball really
Same.
enhances the joke.
You know what?
mean,
I also
don't
feel
have
like we
one,
could
so I
not
can't
make
do
fun
it
of my
anyway.
newfound disability. Just an idea.
Yeah, that's
You
very.
know, once again, I'd like to point out that fire eyes are pretty amazing, and I would be happy to have fire eyes.
Oh, you want to trade?
Yes,
Yeah, I
Well,
have no
too
doubt
bad.
Sizzlack would take that trade in a nanosecond.
in a heartbeat.
It's like, oh, would more people be looking at me if I had those? Yeah, then I want that.
Fire eyes.
So yeah, about halfway towards the path back to Tyr, the sword diverts you off to the north more, telling you to go to it's actually a pretty clear path that goes off towards Tyr, and then another one that goes off towards the north.
Shouldn't we go check on Yenin? Should we be
Crossroads.
following this thing?
It's a real crossroads.
Man
moment.
finds
Meet you.
himself at a crossroads several times in his life.
It's like that Britney Spears
I
movie.
just want to meet you at the crossroads.
American
so
classic.
You won't be lonely.
American classic.
Can I
You
spout
won't be
lore?
lonely at the crossroads.
What do you want to spout lore about?
Crossroads.
Well, of
I wanna
course you
spout lore about crossroads.
can. Okay, great. Just
I'll-
crossroads in general?
Yeah.
Okay.
The movie.
Oh shit.
Yeah, the Britney Spears movie.
Starring Taryn Manning.
Well, I'm stronger than yesterday. So.
How
Love
dare you guys bring up Britney Spears and not Bone Thugs?
It's so amazing to me that Taryn Manning was in that movie. Like, because it's
Yeah.
not a
Are
good
you
movie.
It's
serious?
just
No.
that I rolled
like,
a
Yeah,
a
she's
good-
like one of her. She's
it's
like the
just
friend.
that I rolled a 6.
I rolled a 6.
I
Okay.
watched that movie recently, guys.
Yeah.
No, I believe that. I'm just like, wow, I didn't know that
yeah,
movie
she's like
had
the
actors
pregnant
in
one.
it.
Yep. Yeah, it could have. Oh God, I hate to say it. That could have been a good movie, actually. Like,
And I mean, Taryn Manning was
if you
like,
watch,
good. She's
yeah,
a good actress.
if you
She's
watch,
fine in that movie.
if you watch that movie, like you look at it, it's like, you know what? There are like a few
Isn't
key
the
points
other
in the
one,
movie.
like Zoe Saldana?
Yeah.
Isn't it Zoe?
Yeah. And like, there's a
Britney.
few key
What
points.
movie are we talking about?
The
Crossroads.
Britney Spears. Okay, now I realize this
So
sounds
I'm
crazy,
gay enough
but-
to know what this movie is, but I'm not gay enough to have actually seen it.
right.
I
Well-
say wearing the kimchi T-shirt.
Right, and I am,
Drag queen.
I don't know what I was doing, choosing to watch the movie, but whatever. But again, there were
Probably trying to
several
get into
key
someone's
points.
pants.
That's what I would hope.
Oh, I watched it at home by
Oh, wow.
myself.
We tried to save you.
Trying
We
to get into his own
tried
pants.
to help
Try and
you.
seduce
Nope.
yourself.
I'm gonna be honest.
Why?
I shouldn't have been. But
You
yeah,
could
no,
have
there
lied.
were several
No.
key moments in that movie where, like, I emotionally, I kind of almost felt something, and I was like, oh, this could have been a good movie, which is frightening because Britney Spears. You know, I'm like, you know what? It's good that this didn't.
I mean, I felt a lot of things watching that movie. It
Well,
wasn't
yeah.
necessarily about how good the movie was.
Yeah. Again, I didn't
But I
ever
did see
think it
things.
was good, but I was like, oh, this could have been good.
Yeah.
Next
This
week
might
on
have
Saving
been-
Throw Theater, we're going to talk about From Justin to Kelly.
Oh boy, that is actually worth seeing. By the way.
What was the one with the Fatone and Lance Bass?
Oh my God.
On the line.
On the line.
You're welcome.
Well, and then there's that new
Model
one that
Behavior.
just came
There's the
out,
new one about the
what-
zombies.
zombie western boy band.
I really actually wanna see that.
Sinister
I-
Seven
I
or something
wanna
like
see that, so-
I'm not gonna lie.
Okay.
I do want to see that.
All right, so
Somebody
we're all
did
gonna go
photos
see
on
that.
Yeah.
Um,
All right, well, we'll see you guys.
See you later.
Time to go see that movie. All right, so so you rolled a 6 on your spout lore. Did you spout lore as well at a 6?
I have not spotted one.
Oh, okay. So you spouted lore just about Crossroads in general.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's an old legend that if you bring a loot to the crossroads, you can meet the devil and you can sell your soul to be the best loot player in the world.
And
But I rolled a 6.
yeah,
No, that's okay because you just got Sizzlack super excited.
yeah,
We're going to come back with a loot, aren't we?
Well, I have a loot.
yeah. So yeah, you know
Oh,
what?
I was thinking L-O-O-T, not L-U-T-E.
Oh, loot.
So yeah, that's a well-known bit of lore in Dark Sun where if you just play a loot at the crossroads, there's a chance that a devil will show up.
Well, obviously,
Just a devil, not
Yeah.
the devil.
Sizzlack
Just
will,
a devil.
will start playing his loot.
Okay.
You know how to play that
Obviously.
thing?
I mean, I'm not the best fiddle player. I can't tell you to take a dare. I'll make a bet with you, but I can play a
Did go down to Georgia.
play a
Right.
pretty good fiddle.
Yeah.
So,
I was going to say something more, then I remember that belongs to Steve, so I just going to shut up.
Yeah.
He's having a
so
moment.
give Steve his due. By the
It's
way,
part of his
do
grieving
I have
process.
is that other guy still with us?
Frank?
The undead.
Oh yeah, the undead is still with you. Yes.
Cool.
Wait, that abomination is still following us?
Yeah.
Yeah. I have named him Steve.
I'm going to kill that thing.
Creepy.
Steve Jr.
That is unhealthy, and I'm going to kill that thing.
Yeah. I like how Sizzlack's like, guys, I've moved on from Steve. Okay.
Meet Steve Jr.
Now meet my undead Steve.
And
He will
I
never
still
die.
cry to myself. I still hold the loot and cry every now and then.
Yeah, but again, you're totally.
We
with
all
Steve.
notice, we just don't say anything.
How's Frankie doing now that we have
So-
another? Now that we have another guest.
I've seen much worse in this world.
You can believe that.
My baking shop has had to deal with very undesirables, so,
So should I roll something to play this loot?
Yeah. Roll me a charisma check.
I got a 12.
Oh
You got
my
a
god.
12?
He's actually good.
Like the bard gods have descended.
Okay.
The one that used to bless us.
All right, all right, hold on a second.
Thank you.
Wow. Okay, so
I don't know what's gonna happen, but I love.
I'm very excited. Whatever
I just
happens
love that
next, I'm
Sislak
happy about.
As an undead follower, a mafioso, and he's playing Steve's lute.
yeah, okay. So you as you play, you go through a whole song, and just like normal, the song goes. You don't see anything happening at the crossroads or
What's the
anything.
song?
Seems pretty. Yeah, what's the song? Describe the song. Is it upbeat or sad or quick?
It's upbeat.
Not a dirge.
Yeah, no, it's pleasant and tells of our journeys so far. It's a song I've been working on in honor of Steve to talk about how amazing we are.
Ember sort of sighs, sits down, and starts cleaning her
guns.
guns.
At least we're all very.
We're consistent.
Yeah, consistent. That's
Yeah.
what I was looking for.
Okay, so
You know what you're gonna get from this party.
So
Anger and disappointment.
as your song finishes, a giant rift opens up in the earth,
Oh, sweet Jesus.
and it's deep, dark red, fiery, and charging out of that rift comes the first thing you notice is a dark black flaming horse, and ridden by that is a scaly looking, kind of your standard devil, but wrapped in chains, just chains all over this devil. And it rides up and then pulls up just short of you, Sislak, and looks at you and says, "That was impressive. That was very impressive, friend."
Why, thank you. Who do I owe the pleasure of meeting?
I am also a musician.
Oh, hell.
Probably the best that the world has ever seen.
I mean, did you hear what I just played?
I'm kind of hitting Hockey on the shoulder. You're seeing this, right? You see this? You see this?
I told you.
Ember
Music
has the
is
guns that she was cleaning, just ready.
yeah.
I can't believe that happened.
Music is intent, and music is power over this world. It can give hope, which is important because it keeps people quiet. So I think that you could help me.
Oh, well, how could I help one as fantastic as you, good sir?
Well,
Since I stopped talking to it.
I'd like to offer you a bargain. If you can convince a certain amount of people in a certain city to rebel against their leader, that would make me very happy. In return, how about I restore your sword to its former glory?
Ooh.
Buy you a new sword. Don't do it.
I like where this is going. Continue talking. What is this city you need overthrown, if you will?
The city is named Urick. It's the closest to
Urick. I know it well.
This city is creating problems, and I'm sure being from Tyr, you can understand why it would just be better if Urick
How did you know I was from Tyr?
How would I not know? I know all of you. You're all followers of Yenin.
That's
stretching it.
It's debatable.
Yeah, it's kind of he's more of a figurehead.
You have beautiful eyes.
I thank you.
Anyways, continue.
You're all fine. If it makes you feel better, you're allied with Yenin.
yeah, there you go.
Sure.
Much better.
Even
What's happening in Tyr is exciting. There's freedom about, and people now have a choice to go their own way instead of having to deal with sorcerer kings telling them what to do. I think that's exciting, and maybe every city should have the opportunity for freedom.
Ooh, well.
All right.
I agree with
I,
that.
disagree.
I have seen nothing in your statement that makes me believe that there is anything negative in these comments. So I am happy
I am
to
always
make this
100% truthful in my ambitions.
Nothing could possibly go awry.
Says like a word.
Shall we shake on it?
Absolutely. Just so you know, when your rebellion in Urick completes and the Sorcerer King is dead, your sword will be restored to its former glory.
What does that mean?
Before you shake it, please, a word.
No, I'm pretty good. Oh, no, don't talk about what.
Aww.
Oh,
It's him crying over Steve's grave.
that's amazing.
That's
That
really
is
well done.
Amazing.
It really is.
He reaches out his hand.
God damn it.
And you can all, yeah, flames. And you can see the there's a reason the phrase devilish grin exists.
This
and
maniacal.
yeah, and as Sizzlack shake hands with the devil just devilishly grins, looks at all of you and says, "Thank you so much."
No. Thank you.
Stop.
Sizzlack, you are going to be a great leader someday.
Someday.
And he goes galloping off on his nightmare steed back into this
into the
demonic
rift.
rift. And the ground closes up behind him.
Well, Haki, that was a good legend.
Never thought I'd see a devil.
What did you do?
I thought it was pretty obvious. Haki told me to play my lute at a crossroads, so I did.
A god appeared.
That wasn't a god.
We
Well, I mean, seemed like a god to me.
tomato.
No,
We
tomato.
made
What's a
deal,
tomato? No. No.
And he then left.
Well,
Can you not see with your fire eyes at all? I'm confused.
as far as I can tell, he came out. He said, "I speak for the people. I want you to go free a city, and I'll make your sword glittery as gold." Seems like a god to me.
Is there a
Well, he did say
signpost or
return it to
something?
its former glory. We don't know if that's good or bad yet.
Is there a signpost or just something?
There's a signpost that says that says tier, 400 miles or something. 400
just walk up
kilometers.
to
Is
it.
the sword still pointing in this other?
No, the sword seems to be latent now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, that saved us a trip.
Bonk. Bonk.
Well,
Let's go. Yeah, let's go
To
take down
Urick.
a sorcerer king.
Let's go to Urick.
I know it
Well,
well.
Should we go plan an attack? Or
I
should
mean,
we
can
infiltrate?
we-
Fuck it. Let's do it. Fuck it. I don't care anymore. Who cares? My eyes are fire. You just made a deal with the devil. Fuck it. Who cares? Let's go.
I think we broke him.
I'm off. I'm fucking off. I'm off.
Okay, well, so you're.
I'd like to get some. Can we get some men and a couple of ATAXs?
Well, I mean, like,
some supplies, basically.
Urick wasn't the place we were gearing up to attack last
Well,
time,
Urick was
it?
the one that was testing you guys.
It was.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. So that's what I was saying. Why don't we? I mean,
Yeah.
we could grab some of our fighters that we've been, and then go and attack.
well, I think we should like mount an offensive, and then sneak in like the back of the city.
Well, yeah,
that
like while
happens.
they're doing
just
that,
get the Veiled
we sneak
Alliance.
in. Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
we have the alliance attack.
Just so you guys know, here's kind of the half of the world that you're in. So you see, you're currently right about like here-ish. There's Urick and there's Tyr. So you're right around here, this crossroads.
Okay.
So realistically, I mean, you can travel off the roads, but it's just
We'd have to like go. up
it's a
this way.
terrible,
We'd have
awful
to go, like,
idea.
that way.
So really, you'd need to come back around this way and then go over to Silver Spring and up to Urick. Yeah, if you want to go to Urick, which is fine, but it's a inconvenient.
Well, I think we should head towards Tyr.
Nope.
I think we should head towards Tyr.
I mean, we have
and
to
then,
head
like,
towards
We
Tyr,
have to go
period.
towards
Well,
Tyr.
we have to
Yeah.
go towards Tyr. We can decide
Yeah.
when we get to that crossroads if we want to continue on towards Tyr, continue on towards
You're
Urick.
just gonna
Yeah.
play your lute at every crossroads.
So as you guys get back
Why did I say
you
that?
travel
Why did you
through
say
the smaller town of Ultaruk and then past towards Tyr. You get to the crossroads that puts you pretty close to Tyr. that would also lead you towards Urick. And as you get to that crossroads, you actually notice before there was a signpost at this crossroads stating, here, there, whatever. But now you actually see a beautiful, it's still technically it's just, a sign for the roads, but it is made out of brick and it's built up very tall. And it says to the legendary city of Tyr, and it's pointing off towards the city. And you see, if you look down the road, you see more of these like stone brick markers that go all the way down the road.
Oh, nice.
Hey,
We're looking pretty good in Tyr.
Yeah, just in the couple of weeks that you've been gone, these stone markers have been installed.
Well, that's nice.
Could we? Do they have like messenger pigeons?
What's that?
Are there like messenger pigeons in Dark World or something of that nature?
Yeah, there are birds. You
messenger
could train them. Yeah,
bugs.
messenger insects.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've probably. You know what?
Messenger
I would rather believe that there are messenger flying lizards. Like mini pterodactyls, basically.
That's-
That's what they use as
That's
messenger
wonderful.
pigeons.
I love that.
Yeah.
So
Like a little roll.
So I would like
Right.
to send a message back to Tyr to launch a small offensive on Urick from I guess that side while we come up to Urick on the other side.
Okay.
Does that sound good? Aki?
You're saying we do what? We come up behind.
We send a message back to Tyr so that they
Oh, sure.
launch a small offensive with some of your
yeah, yeah.
gladiators and some of my troops and attack on the left and cause
we
a
come
diversion.
and
We come up on the
behind.
right
Yeah, I like that
and sneak
idea.
in
Yeah.
and go after a Sorcerer King.
So yeah, you find a pterodactyl and send it back towards the city.
Pterodactyl.
A little mini pterodactyl. I'm gonna call them Tyranna pigeons.
Tyranna pigeons.
Yeah.
Ah, Tyranna
Adorable.
pigeon. Here, boy.
So yeah, you send it back towards the city, and that's
We
it.
make our way towards Silver Spring then.
Okay. So as you reach Silver Spring, you notice you've been to Silver Spring before. It's a pretty common place for traders to go. It's basically just kind of the halfway point between Urick and Tyr, which is it's an oasis. There's a lot of elves around there bartering and setting up kind of temporary shops and
Do
stuff
they have
like
any
that.
health potions? Can I buy one?
This would not be a place
Okay.
you could buy health potions. It's pretty. They're not extremely common even in the main cities, but especially here.
Especially
Yeah, because it's just a smaller outpost, really, for people. It's just basically a place that's safe where people can all put up their camps together, so you're less likely to be attacked. However, as you approach Silver Spring, there are some more changes that have happened just in the past few weeks since you've been out adventuring in the wastelands. Silver Spring now has a pretty impressive wall built all the way around it. Instead of just being a scattering of yurts, this is now, it looks like almost like a city. There's walls and guards. You see the guards have tabards that have the Tyr insignia on them, and it looks like Tyr is now protecting Silver Spring.
Okay.
So as you approach Tyr, the guards salute you.
Is Silver Spring a free city?
It's always been just kind of a random out in the middle of nowhere outpost that like some random elf mafioso has always run it in the past.
Sure.
But I mean, you're seeing Tyr insignia everywhere around this Silver Spring.
Cool.
The guards salute you. They very clearly recognize all of you. One of them says, the lieutenants of the Grand Tyr Army. It's good to see you.
Hell.
Hell,
The Grand
well met.
Tier Army?
Yeah.
This is all making me feel really nervous, actually.
That's probably
But that's okay, because I'm the commander of the army.
It's not us being in charge or the people looking at us with authority. It's the naming of all this stuff. The Grand Tier Army and like
The legendary free city of Tyr.
the legendary free city of Tyr.
It feels a bit much.
It does.
I don't know. It seems fine to
A
me.
bit grand.
The people are very
Well, you're such a
have
good
been
judge,
very
Kevin, to begin
happy.
with.
I love adverbs.
The people have been very happy about being free in tier, so their lives have been much improved. So there's that. You see a lot of you see business seems to have improved. So the Silver Spring caravan market is bustling. You see a lot of iron being carted here in Silver Spring off to to Elements knows where, but it's off on its way. So it looks like your iron mines are producing well. Things are going well for tier, economically, militarily.
Excellent.
This is all good.
Yep.
I'd
Well,
like to find
I
some
don't.
cake nectar.
This is what happens when you let people be free. You
Aye.
give the power to the people, and they take command.
My people have generally been free, so we are few, but
My
I
people have
understand what you're
not.
saying.
My people have been slaves,
Oh,
carted
yeah.
through the mud, treated like dogs.
Yeah. Oh.
Calm down, public school. We got you.
I'm sorry that we're not all free all the time.
Look, Aki.
I storm off.
I can come
Aki,
back.
come.
I go
I
after
was just
Haki.
saying. Look, there's a lot more of you than there are of me.
I meditate.
You actually notice
Trigger
there's
warning.
a very solid presence of tier guards here in Silver Spring, and you actually do come across your friend Yenin is here.
Oh.
Yenin gives you a hail and says things have been going really well in tier, and I would love it if we could continue to do what we're doing. Things in tier have been so much more calm since we fixed it. So, thank you.
I'm so nervous right now.
You don't
I'm not loving
sound
this.
like Yenin.
Everything is.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I didn't do the
Yeah.
I didn't do the accent. Yeah,
That's what Smirnoff-
everything is good now, da?
That was more Borat than Russian.
I
Can't all
just
be
get
Eric.
nervous when
I love
Sean
Yenin.
is just going, everything's good.
It's all good. Everyone's so happy.
You know what? You're walking and you trip over a hole in the ground, but when you look back, it's full of gold.
In the
there.
middle of Silver Spring,
And then a rift
But
opens
here's
up
the
and a
thing: is
devil
like,
comes out.
Yeah.
whenever Sean does give us something good, it doesn't sound like he says everything in such a
No, that's what I'm
sarcastic
saying, like,
way
it's like-
that you just don't know.
He's
It's
like-
kind of brilliant because it's like maybe it is good, maybe it's not good.
In the grand
I'm not
We're
gonna
in an
tell you.
abusive relationship with Sean. It's that simple.
We're being gaslighted constantly.
Oh,
all the time.
That's always my tactic. So, in the middle of Silver Spring, Yenin actually gestures back and he says, "I know that we have our issues, but
We have our issues.
we have our issues, but you see this is good for the people." There's a big statue of Yenin in the middle of town.
Yeah, and then
No.
this feels like a bit much.
Of course, see, that's what I'm talking about.
But we have soldiers.
Yeah.
And he points off, and you see a solid complement of a dozen of them with the dragon fire launchers that you had talked about last week. So there's 12 of them, 12 soldiers.
Now, are these people volunteers or?
Everyone volunteers in tier.
Okay. All right.
No one does anything they don't choose to do.
Yeah.
Like build that statue.
Oh, so these are some of my troops.
Da.
As a commander, I would like to take them with us. We are heading to
One of our
to
producers
Urick.
is thirsty.
Da. This is fine. This is good.
Sweet. Let's get going.
So he actually has a caravan that he's taking back to tier with random non-iron goods that have been traded, and so he's heading back to tier and he says, we got your message. This is all we have right now. Sorry, it's just the 12 guys.
Better than none.
Yeah.
Okay. We can take 12 guys.
And we have Undead Dude and Frankie.
That's true. Undead Dude and Frankie.
Sorry, Steve Jr. Sorry, Steve.
So as you approach So you spend a couple of days traveling towards Urick, and as you approach Urick, the city it's not quite as well fortified as it's just not as well fortified as Tyr is. You think, oh, this is probably gonna be a pushover, for you guys. You're pretty powerful. There's not a lot. I mean, you do only have 12 soldiers. They probably have. The Sorcerer King here has who knows how many Templar. Most Sorcerer Kings don't have huge armies in Dark Sun because it's just not really necessary, because why have an army, of 500 troops that aren't that well trained or whatever. So most armies are actually relatively small, but even by those standards, 12 isn't an awful lot, but you 5 make up quite a bit. So as you move towards the city, you actually see several Templar run out of the city gates, like they've been waiting for this. The Templar start chanting and casting spells.
I cast Flame Strike.
On those Templar?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Chaotic. That's a 10. Let's see.
Oh, Steve.
Go run another D8.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks. Thank you very much. For 6 damage. And
Okay.
they're on fire.
And they're on fire.
Yep.
So it doesn't take them out, but it hurts.
No 2 Templar are not on fire.
No 2 Templar are not on fire. So, however, the thing that so as that happens, you actually all hear loud marching coming from another direction, and up over a sand dune, you see a few dozen soldiers come with Templar lieutenants behind them in their back ranks, come marching towards you, and they clearly have a different insignia than the Urick insignia. These are troops from what was mentioned before. Oh boy, I lost it.
Sorcerer King Urick.
These are Krulis's troops from Ufir.
From Ufir.
Yeah. Now, whether or not they were, they may have had the same designs you had on this city and then saw you or whatever it was, but now they are charging straight towards you. All 30 or so of these troops and the Templar with them.
Wow. As a commander, I spout lore and split up our 12 cannon fires.
Mm-hmm.
8 on one side, 4 on the other.
Okay.
And have them launch.
You don't mean spout lore, you mean something else.
No, I'm going to use spout lore.
Oh.
You gain +1 when utilizing spout lore for a tactical advantage.
Oh.
And I'm going to know that these cannons that we've now created, from our angle, do more damage.
Okay, cool.
So, 7, 8. I got an 8.
Okay. And you're having half of them fire towards the Sorcerer King's army, and then the other half the Templars
No,
from the city?
8 towards the
Oh,
Sorcerer
okay.
Kings, because they've got more, right?
Yeah, they have a lot more.
A lot more, yeah.
Yeah.
So 8 and then 4 on the other side.
Okay. Yeah, you're right. This is like tactically you're in a pretty good situation, because you do have as these soldiers are coming up over the hill, they're actually kind of cresting down into like not a valley, but they're coming back down, and then they're gonna have to come back up to meet the road that you guys are on. So you do technically have the high ground on them for the time being, which helps. And then what's coming at you from the gates of the city isn't too bad. You only see the 2 Templar that came running out of the gates, and then just the 2 guards that were out there that were already just guarding the gates normally, just regular guards. So 2 Templar, 2 guards coming from, we'll say, the north, and a good 30 or so troops coming from the east.
So,
Okay.
what's the plan?
So yeah, who's next after Sislak?
I will. I'm going to take my Dragon's Foresight stance.
Okay.
While I'm in this stance, I can use focus to defy danger. I also leveled up while we were on the road,
Okay.
and I took the Kind Soul move, which is when I attack an opponent with the intention of incapacitating them, I take +1
Oh, nice. Rather than to kill.
rather than to kill. Because like in my upper levels, like I have this expanded soul, I can have 5 focus, but if I take a life, I lose all focus.
Oh, wow.
Interesting.
I like hockey. He's got a kind soul.
Yeah. Oof. I did not succeed that.
You actually, you actually move up the road just a little bit to kind of meet the soldiers that are coming, or these 2 guards and the 2 Templars that are coming from the north, and you just kind of get distracted and maybe even a little bit nervous about the 30 or so that are coming down the hill towards your flank. So who's next?
I'm the law. I'm the law. Everybody.
Yep.
Why did he turn into Harry
Oh. If you were a hot dog,
Would you eat
would you eat
yourself?
that?
So we've got
And
30
I
or
would.
so.
That'd be delicious.
Who do we have at the front of like our 30 or so? Do we have anyone like riding anything or anyone doing anything? Or is it all
They're
just,
all
like, everybody
on.
like,
They're all on foot. It's just a massive it's a massive troops. And actually, let me give you a description of those troops because they have a cool description. So as they get closer, the troops that are charging, it looks like they have all chosen to file their teeth to points. So rather than having the normal teeth that we have, they've filed them into little triangly fangs.
Oh my god, like Christopher Walken in Sleepy Hollow.
Yeah, great, right?
They're Hessians.
Yeah, they're
I hate
Hessians. And
Snapchat's so
and
weird.
Haki will like this because their arms, basically from fist to elbow, have been turned to stone.
Whoa.
And they're all just coming in to charge. None of them seem to be carrying weapons other than the Templars commanding them.
So they do have people commanding them.
Yes.
And we're just like out in the open.
Typically, we should. take care
You're
of the
basically
leaders.
on the road.
There's nowhere that I could go to like be a little more hidden.
Not here. You're basically out in the...
All right, I'm
Oh,
just gonna take
yeah.
a shot at one of the Templar.
Okay. The Templar that are guarding the city or the Templar that are coming in to flank you?
Coming in to flank us.
Okay.
That sounds a little more. 7.
Okay. It's really hard to get a shot on the thing is the Templar are leading from the back.
Yep.
So short of like getting up, just basically running into the melee that is these like 30 or so troops, you're not going to be able to get a shot on Templar.
Okay.
So if you run up and advance on these troops, then you can get your clear shot in, but you're going to have to get right up in the middle of business to do that.
Not worth it.
Okay. Who's next?
I guess it's you, right?
You.
Yeah, I guess so.
Anyone who hasn't gone.
Yep, Steven.
I thought my last flame strike would have counted towards this round.
Oh yeah. No, you got it for free because I'm nice.
World
says-
Star.
Says the guy who's throwing 30 troops at us.
Hey, you know what? I didn't do this.
42. There's 12 from one
Answer to-
group. And
Who did
Like
this?
Oh, there's only
only four in the other
four. It's
Oh,
just 2
okay.
Templar, 2 guards essentially at the north of the city. So, but yeah.
Are they?
Hey,
like,
don't blame me.
Are they
Blame
coming
our new
towards us, or are they
sorcerer
just,
king,
Like, chilling?
Crulus. They're all charging.
Okay.
Yeah.
okay.
They see a ripe target is what they see.
Well, I know the
I
30 are
turn to the
charging. I
charging-
just
Oh,
wanted to
the
try.
other
inside
4 are
the
as well.
city?
Yes.
Okay.
I was gonna focus on the 4 down there and try to get inside the city. Yeah.
Because we could at least barricade.
True.
Smart.
Well, I can use Flame Strike, hold them off, and we can like make a run for it. They'll be on fires.
I mean, yeah, I would definitely do Flame Strike
Yeah.
towards 30.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's the plan.
you can set them all on fire.
I can stay the
And
heck
I
away
do.
from them.
Nailed
Okay.
it.
All right.
Roll your damage.
Thank you. D8, please.
D8.
Thank you very
can
much,
borrow
sir.
it until the end of the game.
That is
11.
11.
Wow.
They're on fire.
We didn't
Get
start the
it.
fire.
Get it.
Only
Get
we
it.
did.
Don't stop. Get it. Get it.
Tell
Tell
you
me why you
cheddar
cheddar
head.
hit it. Watch the way I gravitate.
So you're able to catch about half of the
Should've said Billy.
of these 30 troops. You're
the
able to
way
catch
I
about
am
half of
aware.
them with your flame strike,
Nice.
and they're all really injured from that flame strike. Yeah, that was
Yeah, you
that's
hear that?
pretty effective.
Space dangerous. What was it, guy's name? Space colonizer.
Unfortunately,
Wolf's going attacking, I
unfortunately,
think.
even the ones
We're all good, Space
that
Colony.
were not
We love you.
yeah, unfortunately, the ones that were not burnt by that are now very focused on your cleric. All 30 of them. So
Well, 15.
no, even, I said even the ones not burned by it.
Gotcha. So the
All
ones
of them.
burned and the other ones.
So
burned.
everyone.
Yeah, got it.
Everybody is now
literally
like,
everyone.
Got it.
oh
It was
shit.
worded. I got it.
Yeah.
And we're all now moving toward the city. Was our choice?
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, you start moving towards the city. Who's next?
So I'll do a commanding shout and bark
Okay.
some orders. So let's clean up these Templar down here by the gates and make our way into the city for protection. And sweet,
Nice.
that's a 10, so I get 4 of those.
Nice. 4 hold.
So I've got 5 hold now. So throw a D4 for attack over here, D4 attack over here, D4 attack over here.
Thank you.
And then I'll charge one of the Templar for a hack and slash.
Okay.
Ooh, 5, 6, 8. I got an 8.
You don't think? Well, you can hack and slash the Templar, but it seems like you're gonna have to run kind of out of your way to do it. Like to actually get an effective attack in, you're gonna have to kind of run off of this, like off of the road, and kind of be on an uneven footing. Like you'll be kind of the road sits up high and then it kind of banks off on the sides, and you're gonna have to kind of put yourself at lower ground to be able to get an attack in, just because he's got the guard in front of him. So you can do that, and you won't take any damage from it right now, but you'll be at a disadvantage if he decides, or if you decide to continue fighting.
Or what's my other option?
You can just keep moving.
Okay, I'll just keep moving.
Yeah. So you're moving towards the gates, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Haki?
As we continue to move forward, I'm going to try and stay in the defense of Odin.
Okay.
Just so as he continues to attack, if he comes under attack, I'll have a chance to sort of redirect it.
Makes sense.
Nice.
Sweet.
Yeah, so I hold 3.
Nice.
For
You're
that?
going to need those holds, I promise you.
Okay. Cool. And then I'm also going to try and take a stance.
Okay.
While I'm sitting here. I'm going to try to take this Dragon's Foresight stance again. Uh, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'm gonna take my stance and be put in some danger.
Okay. Well, that the danger becomes very clear as these troops come running up towards you and towards Eoden. Also, by the way, courtesy of chat, we actually had 5 soldiers added to the Sorcerer King's army. So instead of the base of
Thank
25, right? It's
Thank
it's 25 is the base, right? 25. Okay, yeah. So instead of 25, it's 30. So Anyway,
Oh, but we're not being surprised. Those are already the 30 we're fighting.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Okay. It's appreciated. Thank
Stellar.
you. Thank you. More things for me to light on fire.
yeah. And now you're going to be doing close combat fire lighting because all of them have now descended around you and Haki, and they kind of attack in loose units of about 10. So I need Eodan, you're going to need to defy danger for me 3 times as all 3 units of these 10 just come to attack you. Now you can use your defensive hold on some of this if you would like to try, Haki, because these are essentially attacks that are coming in that are doing damage.
Yeah.
All
All right, go ahead and roll your defy
First
danger.
one. That is... I'll just use my faith in God. So no,
Not so much this time.
Either.
What else? What else we got? I could see con. I could see.
I'll use Constitution.
Okay, yeah, I could see an argument for Constitution as
Alright.
they come in to try and beat you down. So that's a 9 total.
Yes. So first one, 9.
Okay.
That's a 10 if I'm using Constitution
Good
again.
deal. Yep.
So pass 1. And finally, wish me well.
Ooh.
Sweet.
Yes.
Nice. Okay, so you've got one group of 10 that's that basically has set upon you, and you're kind of able to absorb as much of the attacks from the other one as you can, but it's going to make it much more difficult. It's going to make it more difficult for you to do much of anything on your round. So I'm going to keep the 9 in mind as you make your action. So we're at a new round. Who's up first?
Well, I mean, are we still trying to get away from them, or at this point are we going to turn and fight?
I think we should still try to get inside the...
Do we really have the option to run at this point, though? We're surrounded. These 2 are fine.
That's
Alright.
what, yeah.
Well, Haki and Eodan are in. It's going to be a tough situation for them at this point.
Because it's like even if we get inside, or like
All right.
getting you guys inside.
Yeah.
Well then.
So I think we're probably going to have to fight. So I say, well, I suppose we turn and fight then. If they want to bring the fight to us, we'll bring the fight to them. Attack! Steve Jr.
Whoa.
I'll do hack and slash at the first group.
Okay.
Are our cannons still set up?
Nice.
Oh, sweet.
Yes, they are.
10, 12. So.
Not that they'll do us much good.
And then
Well,
do I
they did
get-
some. They did some
Do I
damage.
still
to
get? Is Steve Jr. still the +2? Is that?
Yeah, +2 damage. Yep.
So 7.
Okay. Wow, that's pretty good.
Get it, Steve.
Nice.
So you think you've got pretty stone hands, huh? We'll see who's made of stone. Here.
Yes.
Good roll.
It's just gonna be Did you give me a D4 before?
Yeah.
Oh, gross.
Ugh.
Oh, 3. At least my D4 was.
4 damage.
4 damage. Okay, that's not something I hear from Haki very much.
Nope.
All right.
Okay.
Because you've got that defensive stance. Is that what
I'm
you're
in a
using?
stance right now that allows me to use focus to defy danger instead of.
Which is going to be helpful, I promise.
Okay.
Okay. So you've got guys all around you. You can definitely flame strike, and you'll be able to catch. I mean,
I turn my back to
Easily
Haki so I
catch.
don't like light him on fire,
okay.
and
Drop it down.
drop it like it's hot.
Okay.
Use your fire eyes.
That is not
Use
good.
your fire eyes. Use your fire eyes.
7.
7. Hey, that's okay.
Still a pass.
Yeah, so still does some damage.
Right. 2d4.
Yep.
Plus actually 3d4.
Yep.
First one. 2. 3. 6.
Okay, so unfortunately, they are going to do some damage to you in return because you
Only
weren't
reasonable.
quite able to defy all the danger that came in from this one unit of 10. So you're going to roll a d6 plus 9. There are 10 units, so for each additional unit, it's +1 damage.
11.
Okay, there you go.
I'm at.
I'm gonna have that.
Okay, so you
Use
have that.
One of my holds to have the attack's effect or damage.
All right, so you take 6 then?
Yeah,
Half 11.
yeah, that sounds right. I don't know how the rounding works exactly, but 6.
Does armor do anything with that?
Yeah, you got armor, right?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, reduce it with armor. So that's not so bad. Yeah, when you have multiple people attacking you in Dark Sun, it gets a little nasty because they get +1 damage for every single one harrying you. So
I
with
got
10
him.
of them, +9, it's not good. I mean, hey, be glad that you defy danger on the other 2, otherwise it could have been +29 damage.
Which is an automatic death.
Exactly.
Yes, it would be.
So when you've got 30 units on top of you, it is not a safe position to be in.
No.
However, your
gonna say
12
what your-
Dragon Lancer units, or your Dragon Cannon units, are actually providing you with some counterfire, which does a little. I mean, it's nothing compared to your Flame Strike, but I mean, it does, tend to pound away at him, and it's ignored by armor, which is good because it's basically just gouts
Should
of
we
flame.
roll for that?
No, I've got it.
These 4 dudes who are like the guards, are they doing anything? Are they just like standing and like watching this like this battle?
They're basically, I mean, they're doing essentially the same thing Haki is. They're just defending the gates.
Okay.
So, I mean, they don't want to get involved in, I mean, they're completely outnumbered with this 30 or
Right.
whatever. They know you guys are not worth messing with too much. So really, they're just trying to keep you away from the gates.
I mean, I think we should still keep attacking the 30 then.
Yeah.
Have we knocked any of these 30
No,
down yet?
not one.
Have we hurt?
Yes, they're very badly injured.
Yeah, we need flame
I mean,
strike,
I'm gonna
don't we?
take a shot at one of them.
Yeah, one of the groups.
That's about all I can do.
Yeah, you can rapid fire. Try and take out more than one, if you like. It's up to you.
Can I? Because I can't rapid fire unless I have grit. I don't have any grit.
Oh, I didn't realize that took grit. Oh,
Yeah.
that makes sense. It is basically doubling your attacks.
5, 6, 8.
Same as before, you're going to have to basically get up right next to him. But if you do so, you can attack, instead of attacking the units themselves, you could attack one of the Templar. But again, you're going to have to put yourself in the same danger that Eodan and Haki are in right now.
God damn it.
It's not worth it.
It's not worth it.
Shaking his head, no.
I mean,
Because I can only take out
Oh,
one.
come on. If you do it, then we could totally get some. I can convince the producer to put some fight music on. It'd be great.
That's
Better
that,
music.
That's that fight music
Right,
that
right? It sounded like it was like.
that's that song. Whose song is that? Is that that's Ronda Rousey's song when she goes in, right?
Yeah.
To the ring. Pretty sure all those MMA fighters love that. Yeah.
Really gets the blood going.
Yeah, exactly.
Hoping for more of the Attack on Titan theme song, but I'll take what I can get.
Yeah. There's a streamer that I like to watch sometimes uses that for his, like, whenever he gets a donation, he uses the Attack on Titan. It's
great.
amazing.
That's great.
All right, Haki.
I'm gonna attack some mothers.
Okay.
Some mother truckers.
Some mother truckers.
Oh yeah, that's a 10, baby.
That's all you need.
Man. 1 damage.
1 damage total.
Gross.
Ugh.
All right. Well,
It's better than none.
no, it's not. It's the same as none. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's
I was
that.
trying to be positive.
Always looking
Yeah.
at the
Alright,
bright side
so-
of life.
Where are we on round?
That's
Is it-
that's it. I think that's because
New
Steven
round?
already used his flame
Yeah.
strike,
Yeah.
so we're back up at the top. So anybody who wants to go can go.
All right, I'll do a commanding shout. Continue taking on this horde of mercenaries. Sweet, I got 4 holds.
Does anybody need some bonus dice from the commander?
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
please.
So for attack,
Yeah.
yes. So
Uh-huh.
D4 for attack.
I already have one because I haven't.
I
used
spent
it yet.
mine, so
Do you need health or attack?
attack.
Are you sure? What are you on health right now?
Since he took half and I have armor, that 9 became a 4.
Oh, okay, so it's not as bad. Okay,
Not as
fine.
bad as
I'll
you
give you an
think.
attack.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So gave out 2. So
Still gonna have to
got-
defy danger again, though.
This is gonna suck. I'm aware.
Okay, just making sure you're fully informed about how tough the next
But how
round could
much
be.
is it going to suck?
Yeah,
Yes.
okay.
And then I'm gonna hack and slash that group, closest group.
Okay.
8, 9, 10.
Okay. Damage plus your Steve bonus.
Steve. 5
Okay.
plus 1 piercing.
And it looks so you're actually able with that strike, you're actually able to take out several of these units. So you see 3 of them just go limp. Okay. Haki, Ember.
I will take another shot. Are any of them lined up in such a way that if I hit just right, I'll hit more than one of them?
I think there's a good chance,
Awesome.
much like just happened with.
9,
Sweet.
10, 11, 12.
Nice.
Wow. And you get.
I
a grit.
love that victorious.
Yeah. I mean, you were killing it for several sessions before this, so
Yeah.
We're not surprised.
eventually everybody's got to come back down to earth.
Exactly. Well, last week I didn't. Last week I leveled up almost twice because I had a little bit of a rough time. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 plus 1 piercing.
Wow.
Why do you get +2?
It's from my gun. I get plus 2 damage.
Dang.
Guns are awesome.
Yeah.
Dang.
Okay. And actually several more go down. So you see there's now there's a little over, just glancing quickly, you can't quite make it out in the heat of combat, but there's a little over 20 of these soldiers remaining.
All right.
Haki. That initial flame strike did a lot of good for you guys.
Nice.
I don't get anything cool for rolling a 12.
Other than the satisfaction.
Of rolling.
Yeah.
a
So
12.
when you roll a 12, you get a what do
When
you
I
get?
roll a 12 plus on a volley, I get grit, and then I can expend it to do certain
Oh,
things.
nice.
Yeah.
I wanna
Fighters
find-
have
there's gotta be
similar
some
stuff to
kinda-
that.
Do they?
Barbarians as well.
6 damage.
6
Well,
damage.
that might be the move I want to take then. I want to take something where I get pluses
Yeah.
for rolling 12s. Did you roll the D4 as well?
Okay, several more go down from Haki, just swinging wildly,
How many are we looking at now?
about 20-ish.
Okay.
All
Flame
right,
strike.
roll some Defy Dangers for me.
All right, we'll do Defy Danger first.
Actually, roll 2 Defy Dangers for me
Okay, good.
instead of 3.
That is using my Constitution, 10.
Okay.
And that is a 9.
Okay. So yeah, same as last time. You're gonna be looking at if you don't retreat and you choose to stay in the thick of things, you're probably gonna be taking. It's gonna hurt again like last time.
Yeah, so
Okay.
1d6 plus 9.
Yep. Same thing.
11.
Okay.
I'll take that damage.
Okay.
All of it?
Seriously?
Can I still use my focus to defy it if I take it? Well, let me read
Well-
this. I have this. I have, if you're in a stance
Yeah.
and take damage,
Uh-huh.
you may spend 1 focus and leave that stance to negate the damage.
Yeah. There you go.
So can I use one of my holds to take the damage and then use a focus to
Absolutely.
leave the
Yeah,
stance?
you can totally do that. That's a
I'll
good
do that.
combo.
All right, awesome.
Combo breaker.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to use my Leroy Jenkins.
Oh shit. Okay.
I've been sitting on that since the last 26, 36 hour live stream.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's
Leroy.
tell the audience at home what that gets me. Lets me do.
Okay, so Leroy Jenkins, that means that they get an extra attack. You get an additional attack. In the future, make sure you use your Leroy Jenkins right when you get it, because that's what you're supposed to do.
Oh,
That's my bad. I should have told you to use it last time.
I
But
assumed
yeah.
it was like inspiration.
Yeah, no, it's not. So, which you wouldn't have known, so it's fine. But if you get a Leroy Jenkins from viewers, that's because they want you to do something right then. That being
What does
said,
that have to do with Leroy Jenkins?
yeah,
Everything.
it doesn't quite.
So you're supposed to act like without, you don't get to like hold onto it and think about when you want to use it. You just have to use
have
it
to, like, use it
immediately,
right then.
like without thinking.
Yeah,
You
it,
just have
Okay,
to
when you guys put it
charge
like
in
that,
with
I just
it?
feel stupid.
All right.
Right then.
which is fine.
So weird naming, but
I
you
don't
guys
know
are the
why
ones
you
who name
call
things,
that.
not me.
Yeah, doesn't make any sense.
After I roll, I'll just be under the table if you need me.
Leroy.
I just listened to that again recently, and my favorite is that just everyone, God damn it, Leroy.
Yeah,
I got my
Damn it, Leroy.
got my chicken.
First
God.
attack. 10.
It never gets
Okay.
old, too. Like, I've been listening. How many years has it been? Like 10?
Okay.
Yes, 10 years.
10 years, and you still, every time I listen
2d8
to it,
plus
I just
d4 from
laugh
him?
so
Okay.
hard.
You're dropping this thing in the middle of this crush of melee, and now it's going to be a large blast instead of a
Right.
smaller blast. So you can totally do that, or you can downgrade it to the smaller blast if you want to. It's up to you.
If I keep it larger, will
Everybody here is getting hit by it. But you can.
Can we define?
I have my back to him.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, because at this point they're complete. If you want to actually catch, because they're surrounding you, so
You're
if you
about
want
to
catch
nitro
all
it
of
from
them.
Civil War.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
now, if you want though, you can keep it small and just blast like
The
the half that
original.
are in front of you, because the other half are like behind you, surrounding you, whatever. So if you want to catch all of them, you can use the large blast, or you can downgrade it and catch the small blast, and then you're not going to get hotkey with it.
I'll downgrade.
Okay.
Are we getting hit?
Yeah, you moved into melee, didn't you?
I mean,
No,
I've been,
but you're
I've
not
been
because
attacking them from
he's down.
behind.
He's
I'm
downgraded
downgrading.
though. Yeah, so it doesn't matter.
Okay.
But yeah, if it were a large blast, it would have gotten both of you.
May I borrow your d4s again? I need to
Steven,
just bring
you
my
gotta
fucking dice.
bring your dice, bro.
I know, man. I was
Well,
so used to
that's
just using
part-
one set.
Part of that is on me because I was like, you just need 2d6. That's all you need for the system.
Ooh.
And then so many other
Nice.
times you need something
That's
else.
like the best.
That's
you've rolled
11.
on
That's
that.
great.
11 damage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Who's blue?
I need to borrow that. I'll need to hold on to that d4 again, probably.
And this one?
I already blew that one.
Okay. You
okay
knock
over there,
out.
buddy?
You knock out. You see 4 of them go down, so they're at about half of their original army strength.
Right.
At
I
this
do it
point.
again.
Oh Jesus! Fucking flame strike. That Leroy Jenkins.
11.
Okay. Do you want to downgrade it?
Yep.
Okay. I mean,
hate
I'm
it.
just saying, if you don't, that could be a lot of damage.
Napalm, though,
And you would get
kinda
all
sucks
of them.
for everyone involved.
I'm just saying, you would get all of them if you don't downgrade it. Literally every single
What do
one
you
of
guys
the
think?
remaining.
I say go for it.
Yeah?
I mean, I'm good on health.
Yeah, I'm alright.
Full health.
Ember wouldn't even get hit by it.
Oh.
So.
Oh, right, because I'm
Do
standing
we have
on
like
a rock
a
somewhere.
defy
shooting.
danger or anything like that?
No, you're just gonna
No,
take
we're
this
just gonna
damage.
get hit.
Yeah.
All right, that's fine. Do it.
All right.
I want to knock these guys
Boom.
out.
I mean,
Napalm.
it's a lot of damage.
Oh,
Not
fuck
even.
me. 6.
6. It's still 6 that ignores armor. That's really good. And the important thing, it does it to their whole army.
But I wanted more.
Why?
I want it all.
Yeah,
I
probably
want it
wasn't.
all.
Probably wasn't worth it though.
But who cares?
There's
No
a there's
big
a
deal.
Choices.
there's about a dozen of their soldiers left down from 15. So you knocked out a few more, but looking at it, you're like maybe because the small one did more damage. So it's like maybe not. Maybe it wasn't worth it, but still got a few soldiers out of it.
Yeah.
All right, so who's up?
Uh,
Are we back go around?
Yeah,
Yeah,
are we-
Yeah,
We're back
so
at the
I've
top.
got holds. I'm going to toss you a D4,
Give it
you a
to me.
D4, you a D4. So that's
And
3
Anna
more.
doesn't even need the healing.
And then I'm going to charge and say, let's finish this. And hack and slash. 7, 8, 9, 10. 4.
Okay.
I'm gonna take my troll strength
knock out 2?
stance.
Sweet.
5 total.
5.
5 total. 5, 6, 7. So
I think we got to move you over to the other Nerdist dice.
for real, I'm gonna yeah, I'll lose 1 focus and take my stance.
All right, you got your troll stance going. Now you can actually do some decent damage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Except for
Maybe
now I'm
just
only
now
adding
attack.
2 to it instead of 4.
Yeah.
What's that?
That's a 5, 6, 7. Oh, and then
8.
8.
You do have a dozen of these guys around you, so you're looking at it's going to be rough damage-wise if you try and hack and slash while you're surrounded by all these guys.
Like I care.
Oh, but
Should you have cared? Should you have really cared?
Should have, but I don't.
how much damage?
9,
Okay.
10, 11.
Okay, well that is a good amount of damage. Roll a d6 and add 11.
Oh.
I was very clear with you guys about what it meant to fight this many guys.
It's fine.
14.
11, 14.
Reduced by armor. So 12.
12. That's okay. I'll just spend my one focus to leave my stance and negate the damage.
Okay. There are 9 remaining.
Phew. All right.
I am gonna rapid fire.
Time to spend that one grit you got.
11.
Good God, girl.
That's all it takes. Just get back into rolling good dice, and it's just like having an
Well,
artillery.
and I love that that +1 for her not only helps with getting the 10, but
You can
it
get her
bumps
extra
your
grit.
as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
10 plus 1 piercing.
10 plus 1 piercing. All right, so at this point, they're actually looking like you see the kind of the Templar that are guiding, that are kind of like coordinating from the back. There's only half a dozen of these soldiers left, and you guys are all in pretty good shape, right?
Mm-hmm.
Fairly, yeah. At this point, the Templars they're like, oh geez, this is now a losing battle, because there's only half a dozen of them left, and they just the Templar all kind of look at each other and kind of coordinate just a big flame strike, just like you cast, just on top of your group, the 4 of you, and they just start booking it. So everybody defy danger.
Nope.
Oh yeah.
Looking good.
9.
9.
So fail.
Fail.
7 to 9, 7 to 9, succeed.
Succeed.
Okay. Templars. You know what? I'll just call it a better of 2d10.
So
4.
4? Okay.
Sorry, better from my standpoint.
Okay.
Of 2d10. So
Higher.
whatever hurts
Higher
more.
is
Yeah, higher of 2d10.
Do I have something different?
The better
yes.
number.
Okay.
Yeah, the better number. Objectively,
The
we
better
all want it to
number.
be higher, right? Don't we all agree that that's
What I
what's
roll?
more fun?
Is this a 7 or is this a 1?
That's a 1.
You see
And
what
this
happens
is
when we
also
give
a
my,
1.
money to Sean?
Oh,
So
sweet.
1.
So 1. And
Okay, you're going to do 2d12.
I
The worst
negate
of
that
the,
damage
whatever one
anyway,
hurts more
so
of the 2. You negate it?
Unyielding.
1.
Oh.
Oh,
So
shit.
the 12 is a little worse. The good news is those 4 Templar are just rocketing away, so you're not going to have to deal with more flame strikes coming
good
down on
news
your
for
head.
that.
Yeah, fantastic.
No, that's great news. Trust me, you don't want to deal with Templar. They're dangerous. However,
Who needs healing?
there are still half a dozen
Oh.
of these troops left, and also these there are 2 Templar and 2 guards just sitting at the gates to the city, which you were about to attack. However, your rocket men they kind of realize that you've got these last 6 kind of taken care of. They're not too worried about it anymore, so they're actually now starting to shoot towards the city to. It's not doing too much. These guns aren't powerful enough to break gates or walls or anything, but, they're at least kind of making a show of force towards the city at this
Can't we
point.
command them to attack the
The remaining 6?
the
Oh, the
4?
the 4 at the gate? Sure,
Yeah.
you can. Yeah.
All right.
They're not hitting anything, though. The thing is, they're not, they need somebody... They're not going to move up close enough. These things are, very inaccurate. They're not great for combat. So unless there's somebody, in front of them protecting them, they're not going to feel comfortable advancing enough. They're more like artillery, they don't want to just move up towards the gates to get close enough to fire and then have all 4 of them charge them with melee weapons. So short of having, unless actually you could give them you could command them like using an actual ability. That's your whole thing as a commander. So you could tell them, to hell with it, go up there anyway. Charge basically.
Yeah.
You want to do them that way?
Yeah, I'll do that.
All right, make
Fate
me a
points.
charisma check of some sort.
Yeah, what are these coins you have over here?
Fate coins.
Yeah, they're for fate, but they're campaign coins. They are. Oh, we should talk. I'll talk about that at the end of the stream.
So I got an 8 with a charisma. Yeah, 8.
You know what? They actually they follow your orders. They go charging up. They're so excited to follow your orders.
Oh no.
Like they're like, I mean,
You're a
you're the
murderer.
great Sizlak.
Yeah.
Like, there's nobody more
At this
impressive
point, they're
than
not
you.
really going to be doing much for us.
Not really. So they go charging up, and you're like, oh no, that's not exactly what I meant, because they go charging way too closely.
Oh no.
And just like point blank obliterate
Oh god.
the two like guards, the like
Well,
kind of
that's
conscription
good.
guards, just obliterate them, and then the 2 Templar just wipe out half of them, and the other 6 remaining in your gun unit just goes running off. They just drop their weapons and run. They're like, oh shit, we shouldn't have done that.
All right.
But good news is they completely took out the guards for you, so now it's just 2 Templar. So
And
what do you
6
do?
Other, so let's finish off these 6
Yeah, you can
that we're
move. You
fighting.
can move up and hack and slash if you
Yeah,
want.
so commanding shout. Sweet. I got another 4 holds there.
I'm gonna because you already commanded the other guys. I'm gonna have you pick between your commanding shout you just did and hack and slash.
Okay. Then I'll do commanding shout because
Okay.
that's better for me.
Okay.
I'll throw D4, D4, D4.
Thank you.
All right, who's up next?
I'll go. I guess I'm just gonna attack without a stance. Weird.
You're not gonna try and take up a stance?
I don't see the point. I only have 1 focus right now, and if I lose focus, I lose my armor.
Oh, yeah, you don't want to lose that. 7 plus.
Constitution 8, 9.
+1.
Oh, 10.
Good deal.
Sweet.
Muzzle top.
So you're running up and attacking the Templars, right?
Yeah. Take a Templar.
Templar. Okay.
4.
Okay, 4 damage.
Like what I normally do. Ugh.
Well, he was already. The thing is, these guys have been getting injured from your Dragon Lancer troops already, and also in the very beginning they got hit by a flame strike. 'Cause
Oh,
that's
yeah.
what started the combat.
about
So they're
that.
actually, I mean, they're pretty badly injured at this point.
I'm gonna take a shot.
All right, same one Hockey attacked.
Yeah.
All right.
What's that at?
12.
Don't have jeez. Those 12s get that grit.
Get that grit.
True grit.
True grit.
True grit.
Haven't seen that movie.
You know what? Both of them were good.
I'm an
The
old
first
man.
Okay, yeah.
Plus piercing.
God damn it. I liked it. I mean, the first one is a little better, although that's
The
probably.
John Wayne one?
I thought so.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
didn't see it.
The remake was. I liked the remake.
Yeah, the remake was
Yeah,
good.
I thought it was great.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. It was perfectly fine.
I'm gonna help this little girl.
I don't think
I mean-
that's
That's
her
exactly what
voice.
she
Yeah,
sounded
yeah,
like.
that's a really good impression. God,
Yeah.
what is that actress's name? It's spot on.
Joel Osment.
Steinfeld? You're right.
Yeah, yeah.
Haley Joel Osment.
She's
Haley
great
Joel
in
Osment.
that movie.
No, I said I'm gonna help a little girl.
Fun fact. He
Oh,
says that-
okay.
He said he
Not
still
I
sees dead
am a
people.
little
Yeah.
girl.
I thought you said I'm a helpless little girl.
No, I'm a help
Little
I'm gonna help
girl.
this little girl.
Gotcha,
what was the
this.
damage
I'm
on
a
yours?
help
6.
this.
Six
That's
Plus
what I
one
mean.
piercing. Yeah.
Can't you
Not great,
understand
but
what
not
I'm
terrible.
saying?
Well, enough
I
to
want
knock
that
out a
face on a
Templar.
t-shirt.
Oh, dope.
So we got 1 Templar left, guys. Ember comes in and just puts a
Oh, wait,
a
killing
bullet
blow?
through.
She
Yeah,
goes,
killing blow.
she goes,
Ooh.
dodge this. And then she shoots
By
it.
the way, yeah, if you want to take
I'm
that,
your
also when
Huckleberry.
you deal a killing blow, it also gives you a hold.
What?
Oh, nice.
So when you roll a 12 plus, and when you deal a killing blow.
That's very different from Hockey. Hockey's going to be trying not to kill people, and you're going to be like,
Not kill
just,
anybody.
hey, start something. I hope you start something with me. I want my grit. So,
MLG, no scope, headshot.
that's,
Yeah.
you gonna flame
We all know
strike
what
or are
I'm
you
doing.
gonna? Okay. There's only one left. I don't know what the.
But are there still those
That's a
other
9.
troops around us?
Oh yeah, there are still the 6 around you. Yeah.
Yeah, those 6. 9.
Okay. Roll the damage.
That is 2.
2.
Hey.
Ignores armor though.
Yeah,
It
ignores armor.
that's true. They all take damage, and there are still 6 remaining. Yep. That doesn't affect the
Back
number.
at the beginning,
They're
right?
slowly becoming immune to fire.
Yeah. Roll a defy danger for me since you're continuing to deal with this. But it's only 1 defy danger, and you fucking
sweet.
nail it, so you're fine.
Defying all that
or-
danger.
D4s for everybody.
Hooray!
Hooray.
D4s for all.
Sizzlack?
I'm gonna go ahead and
Default for you. And for
commanding shout.
You get a D4.
Let's finish off this Templar. Failed. That's fine. No commanding shout. But I am gonna level up. And I'm gonna hack and slash the Templar.
Okay.
And I
Damn.
slash the living crap out of him. 12.
Okay.
Nat.
Oh, wow.
And then, do we get anything for nat 12s? 2, 4.
Most people don't get anything for a 12. How much damage was that?
4.
4. Okay. Plus 1 piercing, right?
Yeah.
Okay, still up, but the Templar looks to be in really bad shape.
I guess I'm going to attack this Templar with the intention of incapacitating him, because we could probably use him inside the city in some way.
Yeah.
That'll give me a +1. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Nice.
Give it to me. And then I got a D4. That's 5. 5 damage.
Okay. The Templar is still up. Ember or
All right.
Steven's on
I
the
will.
other 6, I think.
Shoot that motherfucker.
Yeah.
I'm basically
Ideally.
chasing them with a flamethrower at this point.
Yep. 12.
It's
You
a
don't
hard life you walk, murdering people.
You do not need to roll damage
Hard
for this
life.
Ember.
Okay.
It's a hard life.
The Templar goes down, and another killing shot through the breastplate of the Templar, and the gates the gates are closed, but there's nobody guarding the gates to the city anymore. You're not sure what's on the other side of those gates, but they're no longer being guarded, so you can probably start to break them down. Steven, you've got half a dozen units around you still.
Okay. Defy danger?
Yeah.
That's a failure.
Okay.
Is it your move?
Yeah, it's it's gonna be a D6 plus 5.
Oh.
Um,
I'll have that.
7.
7, so take 3.
Okay.
It's the last hole.
However,
You're on your own.
it looks like because of how you fail your defy danger, kind of like dodging their swords and weapons and everything, you actually fell down flat onto your back.
Oh no,
on
I'm
the ground.
prone.
Yeah, so you're prone around these half
Help,
dozen
I'm a
units that are
turtle on his
around you.
back.
Yeah, so you can still cast Flame Strike, around and in front of you, but just from where you're at, they're probably just gonna kick the shit out of you while you're on the ground if you choose to do so.
Probably the right decision.
Just stay there. We got you.
Yeah, you can stay down if you want, and basically what you can do is use your action to roll out of the way and just get away from these 6 guys.
All right.
I got some
D4.
crits I can use.
Do you need a D4, Max?
Yeah, I'll take one.
For health or attack?
Attack.
Okay, D4 for attack. Do you need a D4 for health?
I'm all right.
Okay.
I'm at half. So.
Well, then I'll just hold on to it then.
Yeah.
Because you've still got yours, right?
Yeah, I
You
still
didn't
got
lose it. I'm going to see that he's now on his back and use your fire eyes. And then I'm going to...
Oh, good, it's a whisper.
Yeah,
whisper
yeah.
that, and then I go, Steve Jr., to my side! And we charge at the
Okay.
6. 9. Nice. 8 damage.
All right, so you go running in with your zombie lieutenant or your skeletal/zombie lieutenant, and you just destroy 3 of them. And then Steve, your zombie lieutenant, goes in and wrecks all 3 of them. But just at the very end, one of them just cuts off Steve's head, and Steve just falls down.
Those rolls.
Yeah, you did. Steve just falls to the ground and collapses.
Can't have
Zombie
everything.
Steve is no more.
I defy you, Star.
Dare you.
You can't just keep a zombie
keep
around
zombies
all the
forever.
time.
In every campaign.
By the way, I let you have that zombie much longer than I should have, you son of a bitch. That one successful roll gave you a zombie for much longer than it should have.
I drop to my knees and I go, Steve Jr.
Steve the second.
Can I take something off of Steve Jr.'s body?
Absolutely, yeah. He's got all the type of things you would expect to see on a Viking warrior / undead.
So I take a memento from Steve Jr.
He's got a little horn, a little like horn
Oh,
pendant.
sweet. Yeah, I take that.
You're just gonna have an entire outfit devoted to dead Steves by the end of this campaign.
Yeah, I've now got a lute and a horn.
Yeah.
That's a
We don't
Steve-
know that
that's
this
a
zombie's
Steve
actual
Jr.
name in life was Steve, though, to be clear.
Yeah, we do.
Steve is a state of mind, okay?
Is that how that works?
Allegedly.
Ember, those are some mighty good weapons you have there. And you got a keen eye. It seems to me that you could shoot out their legs just as easily as you could be shooting their brains out.
Yeah.
Just saying,
That conversation was over quick.
you carry a lot of weight in your shoulders.
Communication's just not really strong right now. It's because
Amber just
I've
doesn't
killed
say
a
a
lot
lot.
of
Amber doesn't
people
say
in
a
my
lot.
life. You don't ever drop that weight. You carry it with you.
Cowboy Bebop.
Anyway.
Actually, as Haki does the 1,000-mile stare, Frank is just like, "What are you looking at, buddy?"
It's a thing.
Oh.
Mirage.
What thing? What are you looking at?
Just a thing. Don't worry about it.
What are you looking at? What exactly are you looking at? Why have you got stuff in your eyes? What's
He's allergic to carrying too much.
It's the
okay?
dust of the desert.
It's alright, Hockey.
It's just dirt.
I don't
Poor
understand what's
Haki.
happening.
It's the dust of the desert. It gets everybody sometimes.
You wouldn't.
So, Sislak has never questioned himself about anything. So how would he understand
Where
what?
is Sislak? What's going on? Why are you on your knees? He wasn't
he
even
still
alive.
screaming,
He
Steve
wasn't
Jr.?
even alive. Sislak.
Not a real person. So
Frank, don't start with me.
So as you go up to the
I'm still getting curb stomped, by the way.
No. I just finished.
they just got them
Oh, I
I
finished
just
off
took
for
all
you.
6 of them out.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, you
okay.
took 3. Steve took 3.
I
And
know.
just right at the last second, Steve lost his head.
Okay.
So as you go up to the city gates, they're barred shut. You can actually hear a bunch of commotion on the other side of the gate, though.
Oh, they must have
Barred
having-
shut with
They
what?
might be having an uprising themselves.
Well,
Sweet.
or we start one. You there on the other side of the walls. What's your name?
My name is Justed.
Well, just dead.
No, Justed.
Well, just dead.
No, Justed.
Are
Well,
you
with an
adjusted?
I.
That's what I said. Just dead.
Just dead.
You're pausing a lot in the middle of your words.
Just
Where I
dead.
come from, you don't insult a man for the way he speaks.
Okay,
Just
I'm
saying,
sorry.
maybe you should adjust the way you say his name.
Are you a free man, Justin?
I'm a Templar of the great city of Urick.
Well, that's a damn shame.
So yes, I am.
No, you're not.
Well,
I'm gonna make you free, though.
there's a sort of thing we do in our lives where we convince ourselves of the illusion of freedom. But I'm here to tell you that you're no free man, Justin. You're a slave in your own right.
Are you done?
No, I'm not done.
Okay, I thought
In
it,
fact, we're
it
gonna-
sounded like there was more.
Just letting you know that we're coming in.
Oh, that's fine. Our Sorcerer King is moments away.
Hey.
Well, that is actually a bit troubling.
Yeah. Just dead. If you could deliver a message for me.
Our Sorcerer King will, if you'd like to speak with the Sorcerer King.
Oh
he'll
no.
be here-
I want you to deliver to your buddies, everyone in there.
Sure.
I'm gonna burn you all down. I'm going to burn all of you. There will
has
be
fire
nothing
eyes.
left but ash.
Did you
I
say
will
that?
consume you.
The man's eyes are made of fire.
You guys get it's a little bit off right now.
Yeah. The Templar goes real quiet and is like, does he really have fire eyes?
Yes!
Yeah, Sislak comes up and does words of power, and it's
I
like,
took them out and gave them to
yeah, no, he's definitely got fire for eyes, and
Let
he's
me show you.
really not happy right now. So if you could just let us in, we'd gladly take care of this problem.
I don't know if I'm not happy. I say you're just kind of off the deep end.
Sweet.
Damn.
Definitely rolled words of power. 10. So we get a +1 forward, and then
And you're asking him to open the gate?
yes.
Ask him if he wants to see the eyes. If you want to see him, you gotta open the gate.
You actually, so you hear some fumbling, and then you can tell he's just sprinting away. He did not open the gate for you, but you can hear him just running back into town.
We tried.
Gotcha. Well, that is
Let
one
me
of the
burn it
choices.
down.
What is this gate locked with?
It's just wood. It's just a huge door, essentially, like huge double doors, essentially, and something on the other side is what's keeping. Like you can push up
I
against
couldn't
it,
shoot a lock.
but no, you don't see a lock. No.
Is there a like a door within the gate, like a Wizard of Oz?
No,
Is there
there's
anything
not
I
like a
can light
little.
on fire?
The entire thing is made out of
wood.
wood. So
Great.
I have
Stand
a
back.
grappling spear. I could always grapple over the fence.
True, but why go over? We can go through.
Okay, so you flame strike the door
Yep.
as everybody else steps back, and you just flame strike in front of you, and you just decimate the city gate. And as there's just a giant hole in this gate now that you can step through, you also see just a league of Templars come running down the street towards you. More than a dozen that you can see, and you also see at the back of those Templars very clearly the Sorcerer King of the city, who's got very draconic features, much more so than the previous Sorcerer King that you had seen in Tyr. He has a dragon's tail. He's still humanoid technically. He's got 2 arms, 2 legs, but scaled all over. The legs look, have talons. They're basically dragon's legs and dragon arms. The head looks virtually indistinguishable from a dragon. I mean, this is somebody who's very close to whatever it is that you try to do as a Sorcerer King, whatever transition you're trying to make. He's pretty close to that. And he's moving down towards you. That's where we're going to end for this week.
Oh,
That's what I thought.
So if you want to level, you can all level up.
I'd like to settle a bond with Ember.
What bond do you want to settle?
Ember has been cleansed by fire and is a trusted ally. I feel like we've kind of explored that
Yeah.
enough.
Cool.
You're definitely on my side. I'm definitely on your side.
for sure.
Cool.
Get a marker, borrow? A pen?
I'm sure I do, but not offhand right at this exact
how
minute.
about
There we go. So as we're resolving bonds, just remember those of you who are Patreon backers of $10 or more, you can look through the list of bonds. Our producer just recently updated that this week, so you can click on the link and look at the list of bonds, and you can give a bond to one of the players. Space Colonizer very kindly gave a bond to Haki Stoneskin this week. And read that bond for us again, Haki.
Sometimes I think Ember's reasons for fighting make more sense than mine.
So that's kind of a cool expansion to the character, and That's going to change the way. That's going to change the very basic way that Max plays his character, and these bonds really do kind of impact the choices these characters make. So if you want to have beyond just giving us, advantage or rerolls, which I appreciate and is awesome, or giving me extra bad guys, that's cool too, and continue to donate for that reason. But also,
Bonds are pretty dope.
the bonds are really cool, and it really does impact the way I run the game, the way we play the game, and the story that we tell. So if you're not backing us on Patreon now, please change that and do so, and become a $10 or $25 backer even, and you can mess with how the game works. I mean, hell, we actually have one of your own. One of the people in chat is now a Sorcerer King of Dark Sun. Oh, we have a second Sorcerer King. That's right. Okay, cool. So we now have 2 Sorcerer Kings from chat, which are going to be messing with the players. I mean, you saw in the second half of today's session how that impacted the game. The players were planning on the players were planning on attacking Urick and taking down the city, and unfortunately, that was not as easy as it could have been because there are now other Sorcerer Kings that have designs on taking down tier. So, and that can only get worse for the players as we get more Patreon backers. So thank you so much, guys. It's fun to have those little... I like seeing those wrinkles and throw a wrench into the works sometimes, and it's fun for the players too, because then everything isn't just totally decided.
Did you want to talk about campaign coins?
Yes, thank you for reminding me. So campaign coins, so we've got these cool little coins there, and those are just the ones that those are fake coins. They have other stuff going on too, but so campaign coins is running a Kickstarter right now, and it's tied in a little bit with 13th Age, but there's also Dwarven coins and stuff that if you're not somebody who plays 13th Age, you can still get a lot of use out of this Kickstarter. And basically, they just make high-quality coins for role-playing, for gaming. I like to use them. I mean, these are fake coins, but I use them in my other games. You've probably seen on Barkies on Wednesdays, you'll see players use them for like extra rerolls, or if they get advantage or whatever. They just use them as tokens to remind themselves that they've got an extra reroll that they can use or whatever. You can use them for anything. They're really cool, and particularly if you're playing a fantasy, setting, any kind of D&D, it's just cool to have just to have these, coins in your hand.
He said fate coins, not fake coins.
Yeah, these are real coins, and actually, I personally, if you ever meet me in person, I will treat them as real currency. So I the world at large, and unfortunately, the American government won't take them as currency despite my letter writing campaign, but I personally will. So,
thanks, Obama.
Yeah, listen.
Thank you, actually.
No, seriously.
But like for real.
Yeah, actually, it's probably for the best that you've ignored those repeated requests from me.
Yeah, we don't need another Bitcoin.
Yeah, that's good enough. But anyway, go on to Kickstarter and back the campaign coins. I am backing it because it's fucking cool, and I love 13th Age. The 13th Age coins in this Kickstarter are incredibly high quality. They're really cool looking coins. So even if you don't play 13th Age, you can use them for other stuff just because they're just good quality coins. So
Have they made their goal when you first last looked? Because they're just 2,000 over now.
Oh.
But it's been a while. To be honest, it's been maybe a week or so since I was on there last. But they have, they've got the stretch goals. I don't know what any of the stretch goals are. But it can only, there will only be more options the more money we pump into this fucker. So, put the money into it. It's definitely worth it. Also, I bought some coins. You don't have to back them on
really
Kickstarter.
cool.
You can,
Yeah, they are.
No,
if you, throw
I
them.
thought they were going to be plastic.
Yeah,
I don't know.
throw a few bucks towards their Kickstarter. But in addition to that, they have coins on the website too. So just go to their website and see what's there. If you're like, oh, I don't know about this, but they have cool stuff on the site too. So literally anything you would want, you'll be able to find for your gaming needs. Anyway, I am. You can find me on Twitter at Mrs. Hongraham. We'll be here next Saturday, Dark Sun, as always. Please tune in for all our other shows during the week. And I don't know, I'll probably play some Heroes and start streaming that at some point soon. So if you like playing Heroes of the Storm, maybe we can do that soon too. Alyssa.
I am Alyssa Appleton. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Alyssa Appleton. And if you're a theater lover, I sometimes guest write for the blog of the Pantages Theater.
Oh, really?
So you can check out the blog. I just wrote a blog about people who use their cell phones in theaters and take photos and answer calls and do all those great things.
And your position on that is that you dig it.
I am always on the
yeah,
phone
yeah.
when I go to the theater. I plan on going to see Hamilton and just like
Kill it.
throwing cell phones
Kill it with fire.
at the stage.
Sure, that makes sense.
My name is Max Crandall. You can find me on Twitter at Max Crandall or on Instagram at WhoWantsCrandy.
Who wants Crandy?
You can come see my improv team this Thursday at UCB Sunset, the Inner Sanctum, at 8 o'clock.
I didn't know you were doing that. That's awesome.
Yeah. And then if you live on the west side in Santa Monica, I have a sketch team called Goldie at the West Side Comedy Theater. We're the fourth Wednesday of every month. So not this week, but next Wednesday at 8 p.m.
I am Justin Baker. You can find me on all social media under Acts for Food, ACTS, the number 4, the word food. My improv troupe, the show that shall not be named, we have a ton of shows coming up. If you're in LA or if you're in Vegas, we're going to Leviosa Con, which is the Harry Potter con. We've got a big show at the Last Bookstore coming up in June. Just go to our Facebook page and you can see all of our shows. And then if you're also in LA, tomorrow I'm doing a storytelling show at 5 o'clock at the Nerdist School. So come check that out.
And you can find me on Twitter at StephenJPope22. And you can also find my blog at www.skipaturn.com. I review board games and bringing that back soon. So
Awesome.
Did they go away?
Right,
I love board games.
I stopped reviewing them.
You know what?
Oh, got
Well,
it.
the
That's a
concept
throwback.
of board games did go away for a while.
Yes, it did. The 90s happened.
Yeah, so it was like people were like, "Oh, why would you do that? There's computers." And then now people are realizing, "Oh, you know what? They still
People,
exist."
and it's nice to.
I like talking to
nice
people.
to be like in front of people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, and also like those board games didn't like stop existing. So like we
Yeah.
can still grab them out of the attic and be like, "Oh, I remember playing these when I was younger, and this was actually
my favorite
cool."
thing to find at a like garage sale is a board. If you
Yeah.
have a garage sale and you have a board game, I don't care what game it is. If I've never even heard of it, I will always buy it because it's like $1.
A board game, like you ever played like King of Tokyo?
Yeah.
Is that considered a board game?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Board games, card games. Wanted to do RPGs before the blog died, but now that I'm bringing it back, I'll probably be doing that too.
Nice. I think at some point we should stream the game Diplomacy for everybody at home in chat.
You just want us to hate each other.
Well, yeah, that's
Yeah.
the thing. Like,
just want to watch
because
them
you
burn.
can, because it is the most violent.
I imagine me and Justin would both enjoy a game like that.
Oh, it's
I've
amazing.
never even heard of this game.
Diplomacy is
but
the
You're
type
so
of game that
excited.
makes people hate each other at the end of it.
This sounds fantastic.
Yeah, it's-
Me and
it's-
Max already hate.
Yeah, no, it's amazing.
Perfect.
Really. Good.
Anyway, yeah, sometime we'll stream it for Saving Throw, and then at the end we will have destroyed our relationships. And
We'll
that's
have,
always
like confessions at the end.
So watch
Yeah.
that garbage fire live on the internet.
yeah, at some point. Anyway, thanks for tuning in, guys. Much appreciated.
Thank
Make sure you're following Saving Throw on Facebook, on Twitter. Make sure you're on our Patreon. I know I keep pushing the Patreon, but that's because it's just really, really important, and it helps us do everything we want to do. So continue to support us. Thank you much. Bye.
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 Now hear ye, oh you rascals, with your bellies full of pie, and listen to this tale of old where the heroes spoke. Heroes is when he's sinking fast, his husband wants to lie. He's slain many a villain, be a dragon, buff or wizard. He's looted chests of all the best of treasures he could find. He's the undefeated champion of adventure, war and passion. And he sings this song as he goes along with a fiddle and a pipe. The grass is green, the air is clean, a sweet lass by my side. There ain't no fun in looking so as trees are on behind. The world is full of monsters, well, but they ain't here at the time. So lift your roast, propose a toast to these drunken friends of mine. A hero journey far and wide, but it riches gold and magic. But he never found his true love song, and it made him sad and tired.
And whenever he was walking, he was shot as he was singing.
And I made She apologized profusely, said she thought he was a quarrel, and she carried him to the nearest inn where she nursed him back to life. Well, they fell in love directly, and she married him that night. So they're off they down, they got me up for a song about their time. The grass is green, the air is clean, the sweet lass by my side. There ain't nobody looking, so I squeeze her up behind. Hey, the world is full of monsters, following here at the side. So lift your rose and toast to these drunken friends of mine. With the bellies full of pie, and listen to this tale of old where the heroes both beat high. Hey, he's the master of concealment and an adept at disguise. Which heroes is when he's seeking faster, husband wants to lie. He's slain many a villain, be a dragon, buff or wizard. He's looted chests of all the best of treasures he could find. He's the undefeated champion of adventure, war and passion, and he sings this song as he goes along with a fiddle and a pipe. The grass is green, the air is clean, a sweet lass by my side. There ain't nobody looking, so I squeeze her up behind. The world is full of monsters, well, but they ain't here at the time. So lift your ropes, propose a toast to these drunken friends of mine. A hero journey far and wide, but it riches gold and magic. But he never found his true love song, and it made him sad in time.
While he was walking, he was shot as he was singing.
And I made a fair from over there with a bow, and she was mine. She apologized profusely, said she thought he was a quarrel, and she carried him to the nearest inn where she nursed him back to life. Well, they fell in love directly, and she married him that night. So they're off they down, they got me up for a song about their time. The grass is green, the air is clean, the sweet lass by my side. There ain't nobody looking, so I squeeze her up behind. Hey, the world is full of monsters, following here at the side. So lift your rose and toast to these drunken friends of mine.